Sunram. Sunram finds an OC, left pocket three on the way. Tickles a twine.
Now it's Maddie Bass on the drive. Bass, nice move, and Bass with an easy layup.
Up to the feet, Ruppel brought back down. O'Connor, though, lost the grab, and down to the mat. Ruppel with a chance for a pin with a minute 15. There it is.
Pick and roll, Kaloran. Hooks it underneath, and a bunny for Hannig.
Right side to Charlie Shaw. Shaw looks right, drives in, attacks the double team, and splits him for the layup.
Halsted Telephone Company and R&J Broadcasting Incorporated is proud to present to you this broadcast on yourliveevent.com.
And a pleasant good Saturday inside the Minot State Dome. This is the North Dakota State A Girls Basketball Championship featuring the Thompson Tommies and the Valley City Highliners tonight here on yourliveevent.com. I'm Chase Miller. Welcome to our pregame show brought to you in part by Irie Insurance. The winner of either Valley City and Thompson here will bring their first state championship back in program history to their respective hometown. It's the first time since 1982 that Valley City has been in a state girls basketball championship. Well, for the Thompson Tommies, they were in this very situation over just a couple of years ago here at the Minot State Dome against the Central Cass Squirrels back in 2023, falling in overtime in the old Class B championship game for the Thompson Tommies. The Tommies head coach by Jason Bren with a mark of 22 wins and 5 losses on the season. Well, for the Highlanders at 23-2 on the year. Valley City, the number 3 seed, the Region 1 champs, got here with a 45-42 win over Carrington, then a 60-59 win over South Prairie Max in the semifinals. Well, for the Thompson Tommies, the number 5 seed, a state qualifier out of Region 2, upended Rugby 59-39 in the quarters and defeated Devils Lake 74-63 in the win for the Thompson Tommies. Earlier today for 7th place, Turtle Mountain over Rugby by 9. Carrington winners in 5th, 47-44, and South Prairie Max defeats Devils Lake 64-56. What we know is this: the 3 teams from Region 2 are going to finish in the top 5. The Highlanders, a lone team out of Region 1, and it will be an all-Eastern affair between Valley City and Thompson. Last time these two teams met was for 3rd a season ago here in Minot, in which the Tommies defeated the Valley City Highlanders. We'll see what happens this time around. We'll take a quick break, and we come back, dive into the players to watch out for. We'll hear from our coaches, conversation with both Jimmy Howard and Jason Bren. That's all ahead of our starting lineups and the opening tip today. This is our Irie Insurance pregame show. We continue after this here from the Minot State Dome for the Girls Basketball Championship.
Goose River Bank is here for the communities we serve, building relationships that last a lifetime. Serving the strong Red River Valley and beyond, we are your neighbors, friends, and family, committed to providing everything from everyday personal banking to loans for your farm or business. Visit one of our locations in Mayville, Hillsboro, or Hatton, or reach out and we'll happily come to you, because it's the neighborly thing to do. Goose River Bank. Strong bank, strong communities.
Jacobson Red Angus Annual Bull Sale Thursday, March 20th at the ranch near Hitterdall, Minnesota. 75 Red Angus bulls plus 20 elite hand-picked registered heifers. Same reliable program, new exciting genetics, producing Red Angus genetics with sustainability for over 26 years. Request a catalog today. Call Gary Jacobson 701-361-3189 or Facebook Jacobson Red Angus. The sale broadcast on DV Auction. Jacobson Red Angus Annual Bull Sale Thursday, March 20th, 1 p.m.
Treat yourself to a great career at American Crystal Sugar Company. Team up with quality people making quality products. Full-time and year-round in a stable business. With great pay and benefits including time off available from day one. American Crystal Sugar Company invests in you to promote your continued growth and career advancement. Grow your career doing your best work within the world's best beet sugar company. Apply online today at AmericanCrystalCareers.com.
On our Irie Insurance pregame show here inside the Minot State Dome, the broadcast of the tournament game has been authorized by special arrangement with the Board of Directors of the North Dakota High School Activities Association. For the Thompson Tommies, they've won 13 out of 15 games in 4 consecutive contests. Thompson shooting 47% from the floor here at 48 of 102 so far here in this tournament. They're at 16 of 35 from beyond the arc at 45% and 21 of 33 from the free throw line at 67% here for Thompson. While for the Valley City Highlanders, they've won 15 consecutive games for Valley City. Their last loss at the hands of the Kindred Vikings back on January the 14th in Kindred. Their only other loss to Devils Lake, who finished fourth. Valley City 23-2 on the season, head coached by Jimmy Howard. So far in this tournament, shooting from the floor at 46% of 42 of 91. They're 6 of 20 from beyond the arc and just 15 of 30 from the free throw line. Some individuals to take a look at here from the Highlanders' perspective. It's all started with Katie Burchell, 44 points, 26 rebounds in 2 games here for the Highlanders. She's shooting 19 of 28 from the floor here for Valley City. From there, Sky Nielsen has been steady Eddie, 24 points and 20 rebounds for the freshman forward. You got to see Dakota Potratz get going yesterday against South Prairie Max. Obviously, Anderson can be a shooter that can get them into games, and Greta Govan with 6 assists here for the Valley City Highlanders. Neither team necessarily will go deeper than 6 or 7 in a contest like this, but Valley City, obviously, it really has started with Katie Burchell in terms of the double. And then if Valley City does hit some threes, how will that open up the paint on the interior for Burchell and Nielsen? While for the Thompson Tommies, it's been their 3-point barrage here in 2 games. They've hit 16 three-pointers, and Sage and alongside with Kaya Hurst have kind of been that 1-2 combination. They've hit 14 threes between the two. Addison Sage, Addie has 47 points, 9 assists, and 7 rebounds in these 2 games. Kaya Hurst with 37 points and 7 rebounds. Jalem Omdam has put together a nice, really 2 games here with 18 points and 21 boards on the way for the senior. Jordan Tozer does the dirty work alongside with Claire Calling, who had foul troubles back on Tuesday, but able to have a good performance yesterday, 20 points and 7 rebounds. And just like the Thompson Tommies, could it be an Andy Schwab, Jocelyn Oster, as we alluded to with Valley City? Could it be someone off the bench of a Suffolk or a Coca that can make the difference? We'll find out a little bit later on in this one. It's Thompson, it's Valley City, the Highlanders, and the Tommies. Devils Lake was a champs last year. They defeated South Prairie Max in that 3rd place game. South Prairie Max got a little revenge with an 8-point win over the Devils Lake Firebirds. It's Thompson and Valley City. When we come back after this, we'll get into our coaches' conversation. That is next. We'll hear from Jimmy Howard of the Valley City Highlanders, and then we'll hear from the Thompson Tommy head coach. That is Jason Bren. But before we do that, a reminder still to come here on yourliveevent.com. Later this evening, we will have Minnesota Section 8A boys basketball, Fertile Beltrami and North Home-Killier. That's scheduled to tip at 5:15. Earlier today in Jamestown, Memorial Litchfield-Marion picked up 7th place with a 69-52 win over Grant County Mont Regent, and Langdon Area Munich with a 57-56 win over Lytton HMB for 5th. The 3rd place game coming up here at 6 o'clock between Central McLean and Berthold. Then the championship at 8 between Kenmare Bowbells and Benson County. And a reminder, we will have both the Region 1 and Region 2 tournament coverage on yourliveevent.com on Monday for boys basketball. We'll have video coverage at the Betty. You'll have Kevin Kochman and Joel Ansello on the call, while we will have audio-only coverage from the Shack. I'll be there on Monday. Go to yourliveevent.com to check out the complete bracket, or simply head to our website. That, again, is yourliveevent.com, or subscribe to our YouTube page. We're back with more on the Irie Insurance pregame show as we get to our coaches' conversation. Jimmy Howard of the Highlanders do it first, and we'll hear from Jason Bren, head of our starting lineups and the opening tip. This is the State A girls basketball title on yourliveevent.com.
Halstead Telephone Company delivers fast broadband internet, telephone, and cable TV to residents in this region, including Halstead, Shelley, Neilsville, Climax, Fisher, Bigland, Gentilly in Minnesota, and Hillsborough, Caledonia, Gardner, and Argosville, North Dakota. Serving the area residents since 1904, Halstead Telephone continues to create a bright future for this region using 100% fiber optic technology. Service plans offer flexibility and choices, and there's local support personnel ready to help. Contact Halstead Telephone Company today.
What's going on today?
I've got a planter in the shop, and I had the guys from Agassiz Precision Ag come over and do an inspection.
You upgrading systems or working on maintenance?
Both, actually. We walked some fields last summer and found areas where we can improve. So we are installing Delta Force and some new opening discs.
I bet we're in the same boat. I should give them a call.
Yep, they'll come out and look over the planter with you and put a plan together. They are the guys I go to for answers.
Agassiz Precision Ag, your local precision planting dealer. Call 701-636-2119 or planter.com. livestock.com.
Farming today doesn't always feel the same way it used to. Then again, some of it feels all the same. Maybe it isn't so much the jobs that changed, but how they get done. Now that's a different story. Everything got bigger and smaller at the same time. Insurance, accounting, and taxes can get complicated, so you need someone who's looking to keep every dollar possible in your pocket. Ag Country.
It's safe to say we have it pretty good in the Drayton, North Dakota area. Growing sugar beets, making sugar, bringing a little sweetness to the world. Every day, American Crystal Sugar produces sweet products people love in a place we love to call home. It's a thing we like to call the sweet life, and we're proud to share it with you. American Crystal Sugar's Drayton facility has recently started offering a $4 per hour shift differential for rotating shifts. Go to AmericanCrystalCareers.com for more information.
On the Irie Insurance pregame show here today from the Monett State Dome, it is the State A Girls Basketball Championship with the Valley City Highlanders and the Thompson Tommies. Joining us here from Valley City's perspective is the head coach, that's Jimmy Howard. This interview brought to you in part by Dakota Heritage Bank. And Jimmy, 2 games, you find a way to win. That's the biggest thing against Carrington, South Prairie Max. What have you seen from your team in the 2 games here that you hope to carry over to a good opponent who you played at this time last year for 3rd in the Thompson Tommies?
Just belief, the fight that they've had, the belief in one another, working together. Like you said, 2 really tough games against 2 really good opponents. And we've just found ways to get the win, and hope to see that continue tonight.
Obviously, a lot of people are going to focus on Katie Birchall, and rightfully so, but the one thing I've been impressed by Katie this year has been her ability to know as a post when to move block to block, when to move short corner, understanding the situation. How have you seen her grow just in the basketball IQ of a post throughout the course of the season?
She's being guarded differently, and she's had to adjust, and we've talked about things and how she can get herself open. And so for her to take that information and start to apply it in games, and it's opened up driving lanes for other players, and then she finds herself in an offensive rebounding position, and so she's still getting the touches and the rebounding, so she's staying effective moving around like that, and I think that's just been a positive for her.
When you look at Thompson in 2 games here against Devils Lake and what they were able to do in the quarterfinals as well, I guess what's one thing that's going to be a challenge or a danger going up against a Jason Brent Thompson Tommy team later tonight?
Keeping them off the 3-point line. They shoot a lot. Sage and Hurst, very good shooters. Trying to make it difficult and have closeouts. They like to drive and kick, and then they try to rebound and out-scrap you, and we're just going to have to be ready to box out, be physical, and try to run them off the 3-point line, but yet stay in front so we're not giving up layups.
Jimmy Howard, head coach of the Valley City Highlanders, with us. What has this tournament meant this season? Last year finishing 3rd in the 3rd and 4th place game. This year having the opportunity to be the top 2 teams in the state. But what has this year's run to a state championship game meant for the program and the community?
I think it's huge for the program, showing that we're heading in the right direction. A lot of work has been put in by a lot of players previously to set the foundation, and for these girls to feed off of that and continue to grow off of it, it's just been huge for the community. A lot of people following us and supporting us from afar, and I think it's just huge for Highlander girls basketball.
Final thing for me, Jimmy, before I let you go, for 32 minutes, is it turnovers? Is it rebounds? Is it transition? What's the one thing Valley City has to do well for 32 minutes of basketball here tonight?
Take care of the basketball.
Simply put, Jimmy, thanks so much for your time and best of luck here tonight.
All right, thank you.
And again, Jimmy Howard, head coach of the Valley City Highlanders, will continue on the pregame show after this.
What does it mean to be locally owned and operated? For Cenex, it means everything. It means that we know if you take your coffee to go or if you like to stay a while. It means we've helped Little Leagues get jerseys and local festivals get funding. It means we know what our communities need. So you'll always leave Cenex with a full tank, full of snacks, or full of smiles. Or all of the above. And that means the world to us. Cenex, powered locally.
You would never buy a one-size-fits-all shirt, and you should never do so to protect your valuable assets. And we'll find you the right fit for your insurance policies.
home insurance, auto insurance, commercial insurance, benefits insurance, crop insurance.
We have you covered from head to toe, underground to sky. Experience the difference with Irie. Get the insurance protection you want with the customer service you deserve.
At Bank North, we strive to enrich the lives of everyone we serve. One transaction, one relationship, and one community at a time. We do it by supporting kids and schools, pitching in to help neighbors in need, partnering with rural businesses, and providing all the traditional and modern banking products and personalized lending services you expect from a reliable financial partner. Bank North, always true.
On our Irie Insurance pregame show here today inside the Monet State Dome. It is the State A Girls Basketball Championship with the Thompson Tommies and the Valley City Highlanders. Joining us here from Thompson's perspective is the head coach, that's Jason Bren. This interview brought to you in part by Dakota Heritage Bank. And Jason, you take a look at the semifinals yesterday for yourself and Valley City. Two ones that you have to really play 32 minutes of basketball, able to find a way to get to the state championship. What did you just see from your team in these two games, and particularly last night against the Firebirds, that you get ready to kind of carry over against the Highlanders here this evening?
A lot of composure, especially against Devils Lake. They're going to just keep coming at you. It's just wave after wave after wave. And, in the fourth quarter there, they really come at us hard. And I think they went on I want to say it's around a 14-0 run and cut it down to about 2. And that was a situation where our girls really locked in and turned things around again for us, which was fantastic. So I think composure's been big. But, another thing, which is going to be even more important tonight, is we're not the biggest team out there, but we've been rebounding all right. And I think that's something that's going to be very key tonight.
Last night I said, is it good or a bad thing to play a team the third time and you know them so far? And you said, well, we'll talk to me after the game. But this is a little bit different. It's not that you don't know Valley City. It's just you haven't played them in almost 365 days, literally in the third place game. So what looks similar or different from Valley City from a year ago to what they have now, with a lot of similar pieces on the floor here, Jason?
Yeah, it's very similar pieces. They've got a lot of the same kids, and a lot of them were very young last year, and just with that development with age and maturity, and they're stronger and bigger in some cases, so they look good. They're a big, strong team, and they do some different things. When they're hitting shots from the perimeter, they're very tough to defend. Inside outside play with Burchill inside there, and every now and then you see them in some games running their 1-2-1-1 press, which you wouldn't expect always from a team that size. But you know what? They do a lot of things well, and that experience they have, and they're playing with a lot of confidence.
I know Katie Burchill's not just the one key that you have to stop, but obviously she has been a man-child that I've called her on the inside, a walking double-double. She's going to get the ball. She's going to have her opportunity. So I won't say how do you stop her, just how do you try to contain her as much as possible for 4 quarters?
Yeah, that's going to be the test. She's kind of the key, obviously, for us. They have other girls who can score, no doubt about it. But we're going to try to double down whenever we can, try to find somebody to be able to come over and help on the backside a little bit on her. But, a lot of her points as well don't come from necessarily just block shots. It's off the rebounds, and we got to keep her off that. She does a really, really good job on the backside, so we have to recognize where she's at and try to keep her off the block as much as possible.
Jason Bren, head coach of the Thompson Tommies, with us here on the pregame show. 2 questions for you, Jason. Last night I said I will talk to you about Kaya Hurst and Addie Sage and what they've been able to do. Obviously, if the state didn't know about those two, they definitely have in the first couple of games here across the North Dakota. What's just that dynamic duo, so to speak, between them offensively, transition, defense, the whole 9 yards?
Well, they're two girls. They're so good for one another because they create for each other, and I think I've maybe told you this before, but Addie has ice in her veins, and Kaya has a fire in her heart. They're very, different people, but they both work so dang hard, and they're so skilled and work hard. And, last year I was happy when both of them were named all-state, and I'm really hoping that this year they get that opportunity as well. But it's not about that for them. They're here to win, and they're competitors, and when you're competitors and you work hard, a lot of things are going to work out for you.
Last thing, what has it meant for this year's team to get back to a state championship? Obviously, your Valley City will bring one banner home today for the first time in program history. What does it mean for this year's club to get to this point of this season here, Jason, with the community support as well?
Yeah, it would be fantastic. It really would. You think back to all the alumni and all the girls that kind of laid the foundation of the past. And, we had a lot of those girls send us some video messages to our team, that they got to see, and talked about how important it was for them to have this year's team, having some success and playing hard. And, it goes a long ways back, and it's a lot more than just the former players. It's former coaches. It's how about the girls on the bench that don't always get in, but they work tirelessly every day in practice, and they continue to make our team better. So, it would be huge, and I'd be lying if I didn't say we want it really, really bad. I'm sure just like their coach would say.
Hey, Jason, as always, thanks so much for your time and best of luck here tonight against the Highliners.
All right, thanks, Chase.
And again, Jason Brand, head coach of the Thompson Tommies, will continue on the pregame show after this from the Minot State Dome.
Bears Home Solutions is the Red River Valley's premier HVAC and plumbing company. Our team of friendly, licensed professionals has delivered top-notch service to the Red River Valley since 1978. Bears Home Solutions is the only name you need to know when it comes to heating, cooling, and plumbing installation, service, or repair. When you want it done right the first time, you need a Bear in there.
I'm Molly, and I have lived here a little over 3 years now. I like the open spaces here and being able to go in and out. I like the fact that I don't have stairs or elevators. I just have most everything that I need close at hand.
There's a new inventory of trailers at Bloomfield Enterprises of Hillsborough. You can see the latest inventory online at bloomfieldtrailers.com. Bloomfield Enterprises has a full line of Big Tex trailers. Big Tex has affordable and versatile utility trailers for all your jobs. Big Tex has a full line of products from ATV trailers to gooseneck to dump trailers and more. Call Larry at 218-368-7989 or Tim at 701-430-0877. Bloomfield Enterprises in Hillsborough.
Those interviews again brought to you in part by Dakota Heritage Bank, sharing their heritage and their future with locations in North Dakota and Minnesota. Go to dhb.bank. That again is dhb.bank as we get you ready here for our starting lineups in a moment. But one more time, that does it for our pregame show brought to you in part by Irie Insurance. Get the insurance protection you want with the customer service that you deserve at Irie Insurance. They cover it all from home, auto, crop, commercial, and benefits insurance. Go to IrieInsurance.com to get a free quote. Started today. Chase Miller with you in the darkened Minot State Dome. They bring the center court scoreboard down like it's a wrestling duel as they have a spotlight on with some strobe lights going on here as from the southeast corner of the building. They are getting introduced with the assistant coaches, the team hosts, the statisticians for both teams coming out here in this one as well. First, let's get to our starting lineups today. Here brought to you in part by American Crystal Sugar Company. Live the sweet life with great careers, quality products, grower owned. Go to crystalsugar.com. We'll start with the visitors on the scoreboard here. Thompson in their black attire as they've been all weekend long. Black uniforms, white numerals, and lettering with a green trim here in this one. Head coach is Jason Brand, 22-5 on the season. All 5 losses coming at hands of opponents that made it to Minot this weekend. Jordan Tozer, the 5'8 senior forward, followed by Addie Sage, the 5'6 junior guard. Claire Collin, a 5'8 junior as well. Kaya Hurst, a 5'6 junior, and Jalen Ovdom, a 5'9 senior. Tozer, Sage, Collin, Hurst, and Ovdom. Jason Bren, the head coach for the Tommies, averaging 64 points per contest while defensively giving up 47 points per game. For the Valley City Highliners, the home team on the scoreboard, they're out in their white attire. Valley City across the front in the royal blue. Columbia blue, outlined in royal blue here with the royal blue trim down the side and a little red trim across the collar and the arms. The Highliners will roll like this. Dakota Potratz, a 5'10 junior. Katie Burchell, a 5'11 sophomore forward. Maddie Anderson, a 5'9 junior. Greta Govan, a 6' senior. And Sky Nielsen, a 5'11 freshman forward. Potratz, Burchell, Anderson, Govan, and Nielsen. The Highliners averaging 61 points per game defensively, giving up 42 points per contest. 23-2 on the season with their 2 losses at the hands of Devil's Lake and the Kindred Vikings. That does it for our starting lineups, brought to you in part by American Crystal Sugar Company. Go to crystalsugar.com. Our officials of this game, Kale Hamry from Enderlin, Chen Palmer of Devil's Lake, and Aaron Grandy from Minot. We're back after this with the opening tip. It's the title between Thompson and Valley City from the Minot State Dome, next on your live event.
Goose River Bank is here for the communities we serve, building relationships that last a lifetime, serving the strong Red River Valley and beyond. We are your neighbors, friends, and family, committed to providing everything from everyday personal banking to loans for your farm or business. Visit one of our locations in Mayville, Hillsboro, or Hatton, or reach out and we'll happily come to you, because it's the neighborly thing to do. Goose River Bank, strong communities.
Rooted in the heart of our vibrant communities stands Brevera Bank, offering complete financial services for banking, wealth management, and insurance. From home loans and checking accounts
Let me tell you about the cashback rewards with this account.
to wealth management, we'll help you forge your path ahead.
Let's create a plan to reach your financial goals. Sounds great.
With specialty insurance coverage, our advisors ensure your operation can carry on.
Looks like it's going to be a great harvest.
At Carrington Dental Care, they treat you like family. Meet Dr. Chaz Bauer and Dr. Jay Bauer, your friendly neighborhood dentists who care about your smiles. Join their family of happy patients. Whether it's routine checkups or cosmetic dentistry, they're dedicated to making your smile shine. Join the countless families who love coming to Carrington Dental Care, trusted by our community for years. Visit them online at thecarringtondentist.com or call 701-652-2801. Schedule your appointment today.
As they start to turn on the lights here, take the scoreboard back to where it is. Center on high on top of the court here from the Minot State Dome. If you've never been here before, it's a two-level facility with the inner bowl that they've remodeled a few years ago, where you can walk around the second level and see the entire court. The same thing with the third level here. Inside the Minot State Dome, home of the Minot State Beavers on a Division II and the NSIC here. Good-looking crowd inside the bowl. The Valley City faithful, it's a whiteout here for the Highliners, while for the Thompson Tommies, it's pretty much a blackout. So you got black versus white both on the jerseys and on the fan bases here this evening. Thompson will be going left to right as we see it from the south to the north rim, while for the Valley City Highlanders, they'll be going opposite from right to left or from the north to the south rim here today inside the Minot State Dome. Chase Miller with you on a Saturday night where we know this. One champion will be crowned in Minot between the Tommies and the Highlanders, and another champion will be crowned later tonight in Jamestown between the Honkers of Kenmare Bowbells and the Wildcats of Benson County. But first things up, taking center court in State A here for the Magic City. Gail Hamry will do the honors in this one. 4 8-minute quarters, a 35-second shot clock, and we're ready to get this one underway for the State A Girls Basketball Championship here on your liveevent.com. As they're starting to make sure they take the baseline here out, as there's just a little bit of some feathers on the floor, as they're making sure that that is taken off, with some of the Highliner students wearing some feathers across their way. So that's coming on the floor here. So they want to make sure the player safety is all good to go. Gail Hamry gets the thumbs up, and let's put this one up in the air at 5:27. This one is in the center circle, won by Burchell as it goes to Dakota Potratz. Potratz left in it, Simon Nielsen back to Dakota on the interior. Burchell, there's a double team right off the rip. Here it goes to Burchell to the baseline. Govan back up top now to Anderson. Anderson right wing to Greta. Man pressure defense here by Thompson. Anderson's going to drive, kick, double, now to Greta. Back to the left to keep Potratz. Left in it, Simon Nielsen. Nielsen's going to drive on Tozer, gets walled off there. Now gives it back to Greta. Sky Nielsen from the left pocket. Three is up and in. Sky Nielsen with her first triple of tonight's game, her fourth of the contest of this tournament, that is. And it is a 3-0 lead here early for Valley City. Man pressure defense for the Highlanders, and oh, Sage looks good. There's an assist by Colleen Sage inside with a dribble pull up inside the paint for two, and both teams are 1 of 1, and we're off and running here in the State A Championship. Potratz trying to wall off or back down Hurst, gives it back now left to the key to Nielsen. Nielsen gives this one to Greta. Govan here at the top of the key, leaves it left in, it's on Anderson. Anderson. Anderson with a shot fake. Going to drive hard on the inside. Right block off the window. No. Rebound comes to Sage and the Tommies. This is where they've been lethal in transition as Sage looked up, lost it, and regains possession. But they sliced and diced Devils Lake in transition last night. Calling left, right. We'll give this one to Tozer, left wing three. Rim rattle and roll right on in there, Jordan. Tozer with their first made triple of the tournament, and it's 5-3 Tommies with their first lead. 1 minute and 30 seconds into the first quarter. Greta Govan, right wing with the basketball here. Free throw line extended in front of the Tommy bench. Up and over on the pass, and there's a foul. Foul will be assessed here on the Thompson Tommies. This will go on Jalen Ovdam, who's had a very, very good tournament here for the senior forward. 18 points, 21 rebounds in 2 games here for the Tommies. Highliners on the inbounds with Govan. Will give this one up top to Nielsen. Nielsen going to drive, guarded by Sage. Now top of the key, Potrats. Potrats with the basketball inside of Nielsen, and a turnover here on Valley City. That'll be their first. High school basketball here today on YourLiveEvent.com. Earlier we saw the Carrington Cardinals out of Region 2. Able to slip by Dickinson Trinity earlier. Then Region 2's Devils Lake lost to South Prairie Max in the third place game as the Tommies will give it right back, looking for a pick and roll with Omdam and alongside with Colleen, and a turnover here on the Tommies. That'll be their first. So back-to-back turnovers here as both teams settling in nicely. Again, 4 timeouts is all you get in this championship game with all the media timeouts, and then if you don't use a timeout in the first 2 quarters, you lose it, so you go down to 3. Right-handed side goes Anderson. Anderson here at the right wing will take the ball screen by Sky. Back up top to Burchell. Burchell top of the key here, reverses the left-handed side to Potrats. Potrats with it on the interior to Katie. Katie gets it at the left block, gets double kick. Anderson, right wing 3 on the way for Maddie. That'll hit the iron, no good. Rebound on the way for Colleen, and a foul on Potrats. Potrats picks up her first and the team's first in this one, and that's what can make the Highlanders so dangerous, is if they start hitting some three-pointers from beyond the arc, are you going to double as hard as what we're seeing early here for the Tommies? Every time Burchell gets the ball, whoever is guarding the wing is coming down. Valley City going to hedge hard here on the pick and roll. They give it now right wing to Tozer. Tozer with the basketball, skip pass to Sage. Sage between the circles, crossing over right to left. She's going to drive to the paint, left-handed layup off the mark, no good. Rebound by Anderson. One and done here for the Highliners on the defensive board with 5:15 left to play in the opening quarter. Potrats right wing will give this one to Greta. Govan surveying the defense. Here's her trying to post up Burchell on the inside. Burchell will give it back up top now to Greta, who gives it right back to her at the left of the key. Katie with a couple of dribbles left wing to Potrats. Potrats crossing over right to left, trying to get by her. Spins on the block, looking for the up and under move off the window for 2. Potrats gets 2 points, and we're not at 5, our first tie of the championship match. Ball will go here to Hurst. Hurst with it now, top of the key, calling for the lead. 3. That'll be a long rebound out to Nielsen. Nielsen wants to push in transition now as they're able to do so with Potrats. Thompson gets back well defensively. Potrats right at the key, right-handed side to Greta Govan. Govan here at the right wing, guarded by Colleen. Trying to post up on the inside, Burchell, and Burchell now clears out the lane for Sky Nielsen. Nielsen on a little ISO, gives it back to Katie. High-low game with Nielsen as Tozer will pick up the foul. So here's a little chess match. You bring Burchell out, you bring Nielsen in, and Tozer picks up the foul. That'll be her first and the team's second. Media timeout on the floor. 4:18 left to play here in the championship between Thompson and Valley City. We're tied on the Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard at 5.
At Sendak Cooperative, we are proud to be your trusted full-service grain, agronomy, and energy choice for our communities in central North Dakota. For all of your grain, agronomy, and energy decisions, they are proud to support our local farmers and communities we work and live in. With our state-of-the-art facilities and dedicated team, we ensure your farming operation will be looked at with care and efficiency. Whether you're looking for marketing decisions, agronomy needs, fuel for your operation, or a hot cup of coffee at their C-stores, Sendak Cooperative has you covered. Visit them online at sendakcooperative.com to learn more about how they can serve you. Sendak Cooperative, proud to serve our communities in central North Dakota.
Growers, prepare your fields and yields against the wet conditions for 2025 and beyond with a drain tile project from Chad's Excavating out of Mayville. Drain tiling will improve and increase your yields and land values for years to come. Chad's Excavating provides free, detailed estimates, and with over 40 years of combined success, they provide professional installation and service. Call Chad today to prepare for your future and any questions that you might have. That's Chad's Excavating out of Mayville, helping farmers grow.
Tied at 5 apiece here on the Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard. Chase Miller with you courtside from the Mounted State Dome. Baseline out of bounds right. They inbound it here for Valley City. Potratz now at the left block. Drive kick to Anderson. Left pocket three is up and in. Anderson with the triple. The second made three here for the Highliners as Valley City regains the lead at 8-5. Right-handed side, we'll see it now with Sage. Sage goes between the legs, takes another ball screen here. Right wing bounce pass to Calling. Calling inside the paint, double, finds it. Sage open for the tie. Three-pointer off the front iron, no. Long rebound won by Ovdam, and then this one will be out of bounds for Jalen. Just out of bounds in front of the Highliner bench. So for the Valley City Highliners, again, if you can get some threes by a Potratz, by a Nielsen, by anybody, we'll see how that opens up the paint for the Sky Nielsens and Birchels of the world. Nielsen at the left of the key, gives this one now to Anderson. Interior Birchel, double kick, Greta. Extra fine to the right wing now Potratz. She's going to drive, slips this one inside the paint, throws one up high off the backboard, no good. Rebound Birchel with the left hand, that's in and out. Another board by Birchel, and we'll see a foul. As Birchel will head to the free throw line to shoot two. Foul will be assessed here. The second one on Ovdam. That's large for Thompson. That'll be her second as Birchel heads to the free throw line. Birchel 6 of 9 from the stripe here this evening. Free throw attempt is up by Katie, and it's good. Highliners continue their run as they lead it by 4 right now as Valley City's on a 6-0 run over the last 3 minutes and 17 seconds of the contest. Free throw attempt number 2 for Birchel. That will hit the front iron, get the shooter's roll to go in for Valley City. 4 different players in the scoring column here as they have 10 points. Doubling up right now, the Thompson Tommies. Calling at the top of the key, calling on this on the weave to Hirsch. Jumper from 13 for Kaya is short. Rebound on the way for Anderson. Anderson will get the loose ball as Valley City brings into the front court. You'll see Potratz with it on the skip to Anderson. Anderson at the left wing, 3:05 left to play in the quarter. Anderson bounce pass inside Nielsen. Nielsen from the baseline throwing it up and in as she gets by Andy Schwab for 2. Nielsen now has 5. Highliners starting to separate a little bit here as going the other side. Right-handed layup is missed in transition by Schwab. Board coming down to the Highliners, and Valley City starting to control the tempo of this game. Ball goes right wing to Greta Govan. Govan up and over on the pass on the interior. Birchel double. There goes Schwab on the steal, though, across the paint. Schwab looking for it in transition. Gives it now to Calling. Calling hard to the paint. There's going to be a foul here on Anderson as Anderson spills into the student section. As Anderson comes up a little limp here with the right ankle, as we'll see a media timeout on the floor. The foul will be on Anderson regardless, and there'll be a media timeout as Maddie will pick up the foul, her first, and the team's second. We'll break with them, 2:36 here on the first. It'll be Thompson at the line when we come back.
Minnesota and North Dakota farmers are dealing with real yield-robbing challenges. Tight, heavy soils, light, sandy soils, high pH soils, cool ground temps at planting. We have tools to address these challenges. Liquid products, easy to use, and made in the U.S. Apply in furrow or with your pre-plant spray application. Call today to tackle your yield-dragging soil challenges this growing season.
Sharing their heritage and their future with locations in North Dakota and Minnesota. Go to DHB.bank. For the Highliners, a 9-0 run over the last 4 minutes and 8 seconds here. Thompson 2 of 7 shooting from the floor, 1 turnover in the game with 1 made three-pointer. The Highliners are 4 of 8 from the floor, 2 of 3 from beyond the arc, 7 rebounds and 2 turnovers here for Valley City. And they will say this one was before the shots will be on the floor as Hurst will inbound at baseline on a bounce left. Sage gets this one coming off the staggered as Hurst, top of the key, guarded by Greta Govan. Hurst going to get by Greta to the paint, partially blocked shot, but then there's a foul as Hurst will head to the free throw line. Hurst to line to shoot 2 as the foul will be assessed here on Valley City after the help, and Nielsen will pick up the foul. That'll be Sky's first and the team's third, and 2 free throws here upcoming for Hurst. Free throw attempt is up and in. Hurst now with her first bucket or of any sort of the night. 3 players in the scoring column for head coach Jason Brend. Free throw attempt number 2 is also good. As Hurst now is 5 of 5 from the free throw line here in the tournament, and that is the deficit for Thompson with 2:25 and counting here in the quarter. Greta Govan at the right wing. Govan with the basketball now to Birchel. Birchel top of the key, shot fake, gets by Tozer on the inside, throws it up off the backboard, out of bounds, and it will be Valley City with the basketball. So the change here for head coach Jimmy Howard after first couple minutes is put Burchell up top, let her work at the high post, and put Nielsen down low. Ball gets inbounded. Anderson right baseline. 3! Tickles the twine. Anderson with one made three-pointer in 2 games here at State has now 2 here in the opening quarter of the state championship. Tozer's shot gets blocked on the inside. Anderson kick out now to Greta Govan. Govan's going to work with it in transition, working right to left and slows the pace down. Govan to the right wing to Potratz. Potratz will see it here, gives it back up top to Burchell. Burchell top the key, reverse it, left-handed side it goes to Greta. Govan here at the left wing, gives it now to Potratz. Potratz thought about a 3, gonna drive, double team comes. 15 seconds on the shot clock, back to Govan. Govan here at the free throw line on this sweep. This will go to Burchell. Burchell at the right of the key. Katie taking a dribble back to Potratz. 5 seconds. Potratz with 4. Ball gets on the deck. Kaya Hurst is there with it. 1 second. We'll have a shot clock violation and a turnover here for Valley City. Good defensive pressure there by Thompson. That's probably one of their best defensive efforts, not allowing the Highlanders to sneak through and get into the paint and have an open layup opportunity here for Valley City. Sage in the front court, man pressure defense continues for the Highlanders. Calling will see it here, skips it now to Schwab. Schwab between the rings, Schwab going to drive, bounce pass to Tozer, left pocket 3 for Jordan is up and in. Jordan Tozer with her second made triple of the quarter, and the Tommies are back within 5. 2 big threes in the quarter for Tozer here and Thompson. She had 6 points in 2 games in the tournament, already with 6 here in the first 7 minutes. Greta Govan, right wing. Govan at the elbow, gives it to Anderson now. Anderson right of the key, back to Govan. Govan lines up a right wing 3. That's going to be long. Rebound here as Schwab sees this one for a moment, but it's lost and it goes right in the hands of Burchell. Burchell gets 2 more points on the board here for the Highlanders as Burchell has her first field goal of the contest. Other side of the floor, Sage with a slip, no rebound, put back, Calling can't get it from a point-blank distance. Board coming here to the Highlanders of Burchell. Valley City wants to get out and go as they give it to Anderson, now to Greta Govan. Govan slips it past to Burchell, right-handed side to Potratz. Potratz at the right wing on the interior for Burchell. Burchell off the window, can't get it as Tozer gets the rebound. Tozer working with it, has numbers, pushes the floor to Schwab. Schwab bounce pass across the paint, and Potratz gets back well defensively as Hurst was underneath the hoop with 7.2 seconds left to play in the quarter. As Colleen will check out, as Abigail Olson will check into the contest here for Thompson, the 5'9 junior forward. Baseline out of bounds left here for the Tommies. Hurst on the inbounds with 7.2 left in the quarter. Gives it to Schwab. Schwab now with 5 seconds. Now to Tozer with 4. Tozer top of the key. 3-pointer long. Rebound here for Burchell, and that's how we'll end our first quarter play. On the Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard, it's the Valley City Highlanders 17, the Thompson Tommies 10. Second quarter coming up next from the Mount State Dome.
Sharing our heritage, sharing our future. Choosing the right bank for your financial needs can be challenging with the many choices available. Dakota Heritage Bank is pleased you're interested in knowing more about what they can do for you. The Dakota Heritage Bank community bank setting is a strong advantage they have over larger, less personal banks. Customers are more than account numbers, they are friends and neighbors. Working together, Dakota Heritage Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
After a one-quarter play, as we head to the second, taking a look at some of the numbers so far in the opening 8 minutes. Valley City 6 of 13 from the floor. They're 3 of 5 from the three-point line and 2 of 2 from the stripe. Thompson is 3 of 12 shooting from the floor. They're 2 of 5 from the land of 3 and 2 of 2 from the free throw line here for the Thompson Tommies. Tommies led by Jordan Tozer with 6 points, 2 made threes, while for the Highlanders led by the 6 points of Maddie Anderson with 2 made threes as well. For Valley City, they have shown a little bit of a chink in the old iron, and that's when we've seen teams pressure them consistently throughout the course of a game. But for Jason Brent's club, again, only really wanted to play 6 or 7 players. We'll see if there is a full court pressure defense coming by Thompson later in this one. But right now, Tommy's down by 7. Start with the ball here in the quarter. Tozer at the right wing. Tozer's going to drive inside the paint, looking for the up and under. Gives it now to Olsen. Back to the right of the key to Sage. Ball screen coming, switching out. Sage gets by Nielsen inside the paint, off the window. No. Rebound comes down to Burchell. Burchell on the outlet gives it now to Katie Koka, the daughter of the Maple River boys basketball head coach of Jay Koka, who's got a game on Monday in Jamestown in the region tournament for Division B. Ball will go back up top now to Potratz. They reverse it to Kinley Suffolcool. First time we've seen Suffolcool and Koka in the contest. Suffolcool slip pass inside Burchell. How did she come up with it? Burchell got it to go for 2. Burchell with the hands, able to make it a 9-point lead now for the Highliners. Schwab going to drive to the baseline, kick to Sage. Sage at the left wing, gives it back now to Schwab. Schwab will see it here. She rips it through, throws it up, and there's going to be a foul. Well, the Highlanders have done well so far in this particular contest as there's a foul. This one will be on Potratz, her second, team's first. They're starting to, Jimmy Howard said, we got to try to run particularly Kaya Hurst and Sage off the three-point line and funnel them into some help defense, and they've done that where it's been contested shots here from Thompson's perspective as Schwab misses the free throw. First free throw attempt for Andy here in the tournament. The Tommies are now 2 of 3 from the free throw line as Sage will check out of the contest here. As coming back in will be Calling. Free throw attempt number 2 is up and in here for Schwab. Tommy's back with an 8 right now with 6:58 left to play here in the opening half. Koch at the right wing, and this will be a foul as Olsen was trying to get in front of Burchell. Olsen's going to get tabbed with the foul here. That'll be her first, team's first of the quarter for the Thompson Tommies. Inbounding it will be Suffolcool. Suffolcool with it on the inbounds. Leaves it left inside Koka. Inside Nielsen. Back to Koka. Left baseline 3 for Katie is good. Katie Koka with her first triple of the tournament. And those points are just gravy for Jimmy Howard. You don't ask Katie to score, you ask her to defend. Calling here, top of the key, leaves it left hand side. Schwab now to Hurst. Hurst will rip it through inside the paint. Jumper from 10 is up and in. A contested shot, but Kaya Hurst gets her first made field goal of the contest, and the Tommies are back within 9. 6:25 left to play here in the opening half for the State A girls basketball title. Left of the key goes Nielsen. Nielsen right-handed side to Potratz. Potratz going to drive on the inside. Left-handed layup is off the mark. Rebound goes to Kaya Hurst. Outlet up the floor now to Calling. Calling out the top of the key, down to the left wing. Little shake and bake dribble. Gets by Suffolcool off the mark. No. Rebound put back on Calling, and Suffolcool rips it away from her. Burchell up the floor finds Potratz. Potratz spins inside the paint. Potratz with the shot going straight up is Hurst with a block shot. Outlet the other side of the floor. It's a 3-on-1. The one is Calling. She don't care. Calling off the window, and there's a foul. Suffolcool will pick up the foul. Kinley Suffolcool, her first, team second. Free throws upcoming here for Claire Calling, who's 6 of 12 from the free throw line here in the tournament. Free throw attempts on the first here for Claire is good. Calling in the scoring column now for the Tommies. 5 players in the scoring column here for Thompson. Free throw attempt number 2 as Sage returns. This one rattling out, no good. Rebound out of bounds. It'll be last touch by Olsen. So Suffolcool, Govin, Katie Koka, Burchell, and Nielsen on the floor for the Highlanders. Schwab, Tozer alongside with Calling, Olsen, and with her will be Sage as Sky Hurst gets a little breather on the bench now for Thompson. Greta Govin with the pass on the interior. Burchell spins in the inside, and there's a foul. Schwab or Olsen will pick up the foul as Burchell will see the foul on Andy Schwab, her first, team second. Burchell heads to the free throw line to shoot 2. 6 points on the way here for Burchell. Free throw attempt on the right-handed toss is up and it's in. Burchell has 7. The Highlanders lead it by 9, trying to get back up by double digits. Valley City 3 of 4 from the floor here in the quarter. Thompson's 1 of 4. Burchell's second one is pure, nothing but net. 24-14, Highlanders back up by double digits. Right wing now to Tozer. Tozer gives us one to Schwab. Schwab on the top of the key to Calling. Calling crossing over right to left to Jordan. Jordan with it on a skip pass to Schwab. Schwab at the left wing, gonna spin hard on the inside. Off the window, can't get it. Rebound, put back. Olsen up and in. Backside board for Abigail Olsen. Tommy's back with an 8, but here's the hill to climb for Thompson in the last couple of minutes. Got it to 7, got it to 8, got it to 9, but every time they do, the Highliners answer. Govan to Burchell. Burchell tees up a top of the key 3. This one will hit the front iron, no good. Rebound to Colleen. Colleen on the outlet, finds it to Schwab. Schwab sees it now for the Tommies to Tozer at the right wing. Olsen posting up, gives it to Colleen right to the key. Colleen ripping it through. Colleen to the paint. Left-handed layup is off the mark, no good. Rebound on the inside goes to Sky Nielsen. Nielsen will see this one down to Suffolk, as Suffolk brings in the front court here for the Highliners. Suffolk to Greta Govan. Govan at the right wing, taking a couple of dribbles now to Nielsen. Nielsen with the basketball here. She's going to spin to Koka. Koka on the interior. Tozer able to get the steal. It's loose, but then Burchell comes away with it. Now to Nielsen. It's a 2-on-1. Nielsen to Govan. Govan on the left block. Kick to Suffolk. Left wing 3 on the way is going to go long. Rebound to Govan. Greta Govan will see it here. Govan at the right elbow. Will slow it up, looking for Burchell on the inside. Burchell on the paint, off the window, up and in. Katie Burchell in double digits now with 10. 26-16 as Sage will bring into the front court here for the Thompson Tommies. Sage with 2 points in this contest, leaves it left-handed side. That'll go on the interior now to Olsen. Back to Sage, right to the key. Sage with a couple of dribbles, finds Olsen. Jumper from 15 is pure. Abigail Olsen has 4, and here we go again. Thompson gets a field goal. Valley City answers. Thompson gets a field goal. Can the Highliners answer? Greta Govan on the baseline. Double team. Bounce pass Burchell. Here's a double. Back to Greta. Greta looking for a skip. Nothing there. 3:35 here in the second quarter. Highliners up by 8. Koka right of the key. Show launch. Three-pointer is going to go long. Rebound gets tipped right to Govan's hands, and the Highliners are making work of the offensive boards here in the last couple of possessions. Sky Nielsen to Koka to the right wing. Here goes Greta. Govan's going to tiptoe the end line. Here she goes from the right baseline to the left baseline. Top of the key. Suffolk launches, fires, and scores. It's a 3 for Suffolk, and a timeout here for Jason Brand. Suffolk with their first made triple of the contest. The Highliners have hit 5 threes. They're shooting 5 of 10 from beyond the arc. In the 2 games leading to the title, they were 6 of 20 from the three-point line. Time on the floor brought to you in part by Bank North. Visit banknorth.bank. That again is banknorth.bank. Member FDIC, equal housing lender. Bank North is a trusted financial partner for generations. See what values-based banking can do for you by going to Bank North. 3:14 left to play here in the quarter. Valley City sees a timeout taken by Jason Bren. That was a use it or lose it timeout here, as you cannot carry all 4 of them with you into the second half. Again, you just get 4 timeouts, as it's 29-18 here for the Valley City Highliners as they handle the lead on this particular one here for Valley City. As Kenny Burchell in this game with 10 points. You got couple of threes by Suffolk and Katie Koka. So far in the quarter, they got 12. Well, for the Thompson Tommies, 2, 4, 6, 8 points here for Thompson. They got 18. As you'll see, Valley City with the basketball in this quarter. They've hit a couple of big threes. Again, one for Koka, one for Suffolk. They have Sky Nielsen with a 3-pointer in the first quarter and 2 3-pointers by Anderson, and goes right to what Jason Bren mentioned in our pregame show. If Valley City starts hitting some 3-pointers, they become a lot more of a challenging matchup here for any team in the state. And they're hitting right now 5 of 10 from beyond the arc. After the timeout by Jason Bren, this one gets tipped out of bounds, and it will remain Thompson basketball. So an interesting last 3 minutes of play here of the half. If you're Thompson, don't want to get this one any more to a disadvantage here before you get to the half. Well, if you're the Highlanders, time to get greedy. Calling going to drive, slip pass on the interior, gets tipped right to Hurst, and there's a foul. Kaya Hurst sees a little trip, inadvertently trip, but this one will be on Katie Koka. She'll pick up her first, the team's third here, and we'll see a media timeout on the floor. As coming into the game will be Jocelyn Oster, the 5'8 freshman, when we return. Thompson with the ball when we come back down by 11 on your11event.com here late in the first half.
Farming today doesn't always feel the same way it used to. Then again, some of it feels all the same. Maybe it isn't so much the jobs that changed, but how they get done. Now that's a different story. Everything got bigger and smaller at the same time. Insurance, accounting, and taxes can get complicated, so you need someone who's looking to keep every dollar possible in your pocket. Ag Country.
At Enbridge, we're focused on relationships. 23 Canadian First Nation and Métis communities now own an equity stake in Enbridge Athabasca Pipelines. In Minnesota, Enbridge has spent $450 million and counting with Native-owned companies and in wages to tribal members working on Line 3. Every day brings new collaborations, partnerships, and possibilities. Learn more at Enbridge.com.
High school basketball here today on YourLiveEvent.com. Still to come, we'll get to our halftime show, recap what happened earlier today on Your Live Event, and get you ready for the second half. Upset in the WDA and Blades basketball. Down goes number 2 Minot to Mandan, 77-65 in a state qualifier. So the Magi are staying home this season for boys basketball. Ball will go left in inside. Claire Colley will see it here back to left wing. There goes Sage. Sage takes the ball screen. Pick and roll action on the interior to Ovdam, who's nearly inserted after picking up a couple of fouls. So for the Tommies, you got Ovdam on the floor with Lauren Oster, the freshman. You got Sage alongside Kaya Hurst, and with them is Claire Colley. 2:39 to play, baseline out of bounds. Calling goes on the baseline, and there's going to be a block shot by Coca. It's still loose, and Suffolk comes away with it. Suffolk with the home run pass to Greta Govan at the left wing, finds a trailing Nielsen. Nielsen on the left-handed side, guarded by Ovdam. Now it goes to Anderson. Anderson slip pass on the interior to Greta. Greta dribbles it back out to the free throw line to Anderson. Anderson going to drive to the left block, and we'll see a traveling violation here on Valley City. The Highliners will pick up the turnover. That's a category that both teams have done well tonight. In Valley City has their 5th turnover of the game. Thompson has just 2. However, the Tommies are shooting just 6 of 21 from the floor. Calling at the right wing. Kaya Hurst comes through the screen. Calling gives this one on the dribble. Looking for the skip and just miscommunication as she thought Sage was going to go on a flare, but Sage stayed put, and so far it's been the size of this Highliner club that it's been disruptive in the half court. As this style of play very much suiting Valley City, more of a half-court oriented game. Anderson at the left wing takes the ball screen here. Anderson with the skip pass to Suffolk. Suffolk at the right wing inside the paint, driving kick, extra fine. Anderson left wing three-pointer, that'll go long. Rebound on the way here to Kaya Hurst. Hurst will dribble with the basketball now in the front court as she does, going right to left, left to right on the crossover. Right wing now to Sage. Sage taking a couple hard dribbles. Give this one back up top now to Oster. Lauren Oster taking the ball screen. Pick and pop now to Ovdam at the free throw line to Sage. Sage getting guarded there by Greta. Sage looking for a teammate. Finds one to the left wing now to Calling. Calling at the left wing here for Thompson as they give it back up top. Shot clock working at 10 seconds. Calling left wing 3 is up and in. Big three-pointer here for Claire, her first field goal of the contest. The Tommies are back within 8. But so far, a lot of attention being put on Sage and Hurst with the Greta Govan, Coca, respectively, trying to shut them down. Govan with the basketball, interior to Nielsen. Kick to Anderson, back to Nielsen. Nielsen making her way from the baseline, up and in for 2. Sky Nielsen's got 7. And the Highlanders, as they've done from the start, continue to answer here for Valley City. Calling at the right wing, 45 seconds left to play in the half. On this weave to Sage. Sage dribble, pull back, and there's a block shot by Greta Govan as Nielsen saves it as she gives it to Anderson. Outlet now near sideline to Suffolk. Suffolk with the basketball to Greta Govan on the baseline. Govan here at the left pocket. We'll see this shot. And this will be thrown away. Tough pass there from Govan as Ovdam was all over it. Kaya Hurst in the front court finds it right wing. Oster tees up a 3. This one will go short. Rebound here to Greta. Govan with 18 seconds now. Govan looks up the floor as she's able to handle it here with 15. Govan will slow it up to the right wing to Suffolk on the baseline. Suffolk with 10 seconds, now with 9. Looking back door on the pass to Anderson, and there's a foul by Sage. It'll be on the floor. Sage will pick up the foul, her first, team's third, with 7.7 left to play here in this first half. Tozer and alongside with Andy Schwab will check in here for the Tommies. As Govan will handle it on the inbound. Greta Govan on the inbounds here. Gives this one up and over the pass to Coca. Coca at the right wing. Jumper from the right elbow goes short. Rebound for Greta Govan. Govan takes a couple of dribbles. Ball gets deflected to Tozer, and that's how we'll end this first half of play. The Highlanders put 14 points up in the second quarter to Thompson's 11, and we head to the half. It's Valley City 31, Thompson 21. Our halftime show is coming up next here from the Minot State Dome.
Treat yourself to a great career at American Crystal Sugar Company. Team up with quality people making quality products. Full-time and year-round in a stable business. With great pay and benefits including time off available from day one. American Crystal Sugar Company invests in you to promote your continued growth and career advancement. Grow your career, doing your best work within the world's best beet sugar company. Apply online today at AmericanCrystalCareers.com.
Let the geeks at GK Technology help you with your agricultural data. Their agronomists know agriculture. When it comes to creating soils and zone maps to maximize yields in your fields, you can trust the people with decades of experience in site-specific agriculture. Everyone at GK Technology has a background in agriculture, so they know what makes a farm run, and they speak your language. The geeks at GK Technology have a map and an app for that.
The Halstead Living Center and Heritage House in Halstead provide great places for seniors to live. They emphasize choices, independence, and provide services as directed by residents. They're also great places to work, where employees find not only a job, but also rewarding and enjoyable experiences that contribute to the lives of others. To get more information on Halstead Living Center and Heritage House in Halstead, call 218-456-2105 or log on to halsteadlivingcenter.com.
The fun is always on tap. I'm headed to Headlocks. Headlocks. Headlocks.
Coming up at Headlocks on Friday, March 21st, it's karaoke with Blue Diamond Entertainment. And get ready for the Carrington All-School Reunion coming up this summer, July 10th through the 12th.
The fun is always on tap. I'm headed to Headlocks. Headlocks. Headlocks.
Headlocks, Carrington, North Dakota.
Chase Miller with you at the half here on YourLiveEvent.com. It's 31-21 here in favor of the Valley City Highlanders as we'll take a look at the first half numbers here in a moment. Quarter scoring 17 points for Valley City in the first and 14 in the second. 10 points in the first quarter and 11 points in the second here for the Thompson Tommies. Valley City 11-24 from the floor, but they're 5 of 11 for 3. That is the difference so far here in this contest. And also the rebounding category. Valley City 4 for 4 from the stripe, 21 rebounds. They're plus 12 right now on the Tommies, currently with 7 assists and 5 turnovers here for Valley City. Thompson 7-23 shooting from the floor. They have 3 made triples, 4 of 6 from the free throw line, 9 rebounds for Thompson, 5 assists to 3 turnovers here for the Tommies. Individually goes like this. Highlanders led by the 10 points of Katie Burchell on 3 of 7 shooting. She's 4 of 4 from the line. Burchell 10 points, 4 rebounds. 7 points then for Sky Nielsen, 3 of 3 shooting from the floor. Sky 7 points, 4 boards. You have 6 points and 3 rebounds for Maddie Anderson with 2 threes. 3 points on the way for Coca, 3 points for Suffolk, and 2 points for Dakota Potrats. Points off the bench right now for 6 here for Valley City. Well, for the Thompson Tommies, they are led individually by Jordan Tozer. 2 main three-pointers in the game for Tozer with a rebound and a steal. 4 points then for Abby Olson off the bench and a rebound. 4 points for Kaya Hurst on 1 of 3 shooting from the floor. Kaya 2 for 2 from the free throw line. You have 3 points for Jocelyn Oster off the bench. Also from there you have 2 points by Addie Sage, who is 1 of 5 shooting from the floor. 1 point for Claire Calling and 4 rebounds, and 1 point on the way for Andy Schwab. Again, Thompson led by the 6 of Tozer at the half here on YourLiveEvent.com. It's Valley City 31, Thompson 21. When we come back, we'll recap what happened earlier in the day from the Minot State Dome at the State 8 Girls Basketball Tournament.
There's more at 104. Hillsborough, North Dakota has everything you need on your next road trip. Food, fuel, fun, and family-friendly activities. Stop by and fill up your tank or grab a bite to eat. Have a blast at Goose River Golf Club, the swimming pool, or one of our beautiful parks. There's even ice skating and cross-country skiing. Take in the sights or stay the night so you don't miss a thing. Experience Hillsborough and see why there's more at 104.
The Hillsboro Vets Club thanks you for your support of their activities and events. Stop in and to check out their new menu. Enjoy the Vets Club appetizers every Wednesday from 5 till 7. And as I've said many times, they have the best roasted chicken around. Enjoy roasted chicken every Saturday from 5:30 till 7:30. Get there early because sometimes it's gone early because it is the best roasted chicken. Fries and coleslaw also available with this meal every Saturday. Dine in or take out. The Hillsboro Vets Club.
It's safe to say we have it pretty good in the Drayton, North Dakota area. Growing sugar beets, making sugar, bringing a little sweetness to the world. Every day, American Crystal Sugar produces sweet products people love in a place we love to call home. It's a thing we like to call the sweet life, and we're proud to share it with you. American Crystal Sugar's Drayton facility has recently started offering a $4 per hour shift differential for rotating shifts. Go to AmericanCrystalCareers.com for more information.
At the half here from the Minot State Dome, still about 4 minutes to go before we get to second half action here between the Highliners and the Thompson Tommies. Earlier today in the 7th place game, the Turtle Mountain Braves able to defeat the Rugby Panthers 62-53. Rugby takes 8th, Turtle Mountain able to take 7th. In 5th place, the Carrington Cardinals with a 47-44 win over Dickinson Trinity, as the Carrington Cardinals come away with 5th place. In the loss for the Dickinson Trinity Titans, tying a tournament record. That's the second year of the Division A 3-class system in North Dakota. But Annabelle Sheeler with 18 points, 4 threes, has 10 made three-pointers here in this tournament, which ties Addie Sage's record back from last season here for the Thompson Tommies. Again, Carrington winners by 3. And then for 3rd place, South Prairie Max 64-56 over the Devils Lake Firebirds in that particular contest here for South Prairie Max. They were able to have 4 made triples by Maya Gunville with 16 points in the win for the Royals of South Prairie Max. At the half again, it's 31-21 here for the Minot State Dome. Valley City led by the point total of Katie Burchell here in this first half of play. Able to have a nice shooting performance. 4-4 from the line, 10 points for Burchell. While for the Thompson Tommies, again led by the 6 of Tozer. Second half action next here from the Minot State Dome for the State A Girls Basketball Championship.
Goose River Bank is here for the communities we serve, building relationships that last a lifetime. Serving the strong Red River Valley and beyond, we are your neighbors, friends, and family, committed to providing everything from everyday personal banking to loans for your farm or business. Visit one of our locations in Mayville, Hillsboro, or Hatton, or reach out and we'll happily come to you, because it's the neighborly thing to do. Goose River Bank, strong communities.
The Outlaws are coming back. The World of Outlaws late model series is coming back to Ada, the Norman County Raceway. Saturday, June 28th, the World of Outlaws NOS Energy Drink Sprint Car Series will have 2 shows at Red River Valley Speedway Saturday, May 31st and August 23rd. For tickets and more information, visit ncraceway.com, redrivervalleyspeedway.com, or follow on Facebook.
Looking to sell your equipment or needing an upgrade? Purple Wave Auction has you covered. From construction to agriculture and fleet, we make it easy for you to sell, bid, or buy. Always online and always no reserve. Take the next step and register for free today at purplewave.com. It's time to experience the easiest and most straightforward way to buy and sell equipment with Purple Wave Auction.
Here's a message from Tim Cassette, Golden Harvest Seed Sales in the Hillsboro area. When it comes to your operations needs, they want to hear from you, which is why they're committed to listening first. From farmer-focused R&D teams to their Gold Series soybeans and game-changing corn products to the insights shared through the Illuminate digital platform, everything offered is an answer to what they learned from you. For Golden Harvest corn and soybean seed, visit with Tim Cassette Seed Sales Hillsboro, 701-430-0877.
As we get you ready for the second half here on YourLiveEvent.com, the Valley City Highlanders again lead it by 10. And Valley City, this is their first against state championship game since 1982 for the Highlanders, looking to bring back a state title for the first time in program history. While for the Thompson Tommies, they made it to the state championship in the old Class B just a couple of years ago in 2023, losing in overtime to Central Cass in this very venue. Thompson also trying to get their first state title in program history. As you'll see, Potrats with Nielsen, Govin, Burchell, and Anderson on the floor to begin this second half of play. In their home whites here for the Highlanders. Ball gets tossed inside to Burchell. Double team here goes Greta Govin. 15-footer off the iron. Rebound here to Tozer. Tozer, Obdam, Hurst with Calling and Sage, their original starting five, as well as Tozer wakes it hard down the paint, throws it off the knee, and this one will go last touch here by the Valley City Highlanders. As you'll see it on the baseline here for Kaya Hurst to inbound it. Baseline out of bounds left. As Hurst will see this. Shovels it off to Obdam. Shot fake gets by Burchell off the window. No rebound, tipped by Nielsen right in the hands of Greta Govin. That's been one thing that Thompson, talking to Jason Byrne in the pregame show, he liked how they rebounded the basketball the last two games. But so far, the Highlanders really making it one and done for Thompson for the majority when they have the ball. Govin gives it to Nielsen. She'll rise. Three-pointer off the rim. No good. Rebound tip. Last touch here by Sage on a bounce. And the Highlanders will get a second crack at this one. Also a note, congratulations goes out to Jimmy Howard here of the Highlanders with the win yesterday in the semis. That was his 100th career win as a basketball coach here for Valley City. Dakota Potrat's shot will be off the mark, no good. Obdam will see it now to Hurst, pushing it up the floor to Calling. Calling weaving her way to Sage. Good hands defensively by Potrat's as Thompson trying to see if they can get something in the transition game where they were lethal in the contest yesterday against Devils Lake and alongside with the Rugby Panthers. Valley City doing a good job controlling the tempo of this one as a pass to Hurst goes behind her back, thrown away by Greta Govin, and Sage comes back with it, steals it but was out of bounds. Good hustle there by Sage as she hustled back, but right now seems like Thompson trying to force the issue a little bit. They were free flowing back on Thursday and Friday. Still a lot of time to remain. 6:56 here in the third quarter. Someone looking for the first bucket of the second half. Potratz sees the basketball, uses up the dribble. Potratz to the right wing, now to Govin. Govin here at the right wing. Thompson, a little zone pressure defense after the inbound. Slips a pass on the inside, and Tozer comes away with it. Tozer with the basketball, right hand, little shake and bake dribble, drive kick. Potratz gets back well defensively and bats that one into the black hole of the student section here of Thompson. All black for the Tommy student section, all white for the Highliner student section across the other end of the Minot State Dome. Ball goes to Sage, but Potratz was hanging in the weeds and comes away with a steal. Turnover here on Thompson. That'll be their fifth. Potratz goes the other side, and there's a foul as Dakota hits the deck. As Potratz hits the deck hard here, she might have got the wind knocked out of her. As she looks to be all right. She just fell on top of the basketball right now. As Dakota falls right on top of the basketball here. So that is going to be the definition of a substitution as you had the trainer come out to make sure. So Dakota will check out as the trainer came out. So you got to make sure with an injured player when the trainer comes out that someone gets substituted out of the game. And so Coca will check in now for Valley City. Govin on the pass, intercepted there by Calling. Calling looking up the floor. Here goes Sage. Sage right-handed layup off the window. Good for two. First 2 points of the second half goes to the Tommies. They're back with an 8. 6:15 to play here in quarter number 3. As you'll see it with Anderson. Anderson between the circles, now to Greta Govin. Govin right wing to Nielsen as Burchell posting up on the right block. Nielsen with it back to Burchell. Burchell on the interior, off the window, good for two. Burchell goes right to work as Obdam has those 2 fouls, and she's able to hit one off the backboard from the right block. Kaya Hurst crossing over right to left, lost it. Good hand defensively by Greta Govin. Turnover here for the Tommies. Govin finds it to Anderson. Anderson with the shot fake, gives it to Nielsen. Nielsen at the left wing. She's going to drive on the interior, throws one up with the finger roll, up and in. Sky Nielsen scored in every quarter. She's got 9, and the Highliners lead it by 12. Tozer here left of the key. Tozer at the free throw line, gives it to Sage. Ball screen coming. Sage back up top here. That'll go to Calling. Calling with it between the circles. Now to Sage at the left wing. Sage to Hurst. Hurst ripping it through, trying to get by Govin. Forces a shot up from the left block, and there's a foul. Could be on the help by Anderson. We'll see 2 free throws upcoming, and it will be a foul on Maddie. That'll be her second. That'll be the team's first of the third quarter, and with 5:19 left to play in the third, we'll see free throws coming for Hurst when we return from the Minot State Dome.
You would never size fits all shirt, and you should never do so to protect your valuable assets. And we'll find you the right fit for your insurance policies.
Home insurance, auto insurance, commercial insurance, benefits insurance, crop insurance.
We have you covered from head to toe, underground to sky. Experience the difference with Irie. Get the insurance protection you want with the customer service you deserve.
For trusted news, weather, and sports from your community, look to R&J Broadcasting Incorporated, KRJB, KRJM, and KKCQ Radio, and rjbroadcasting.com. Hear local voices from local radio with news and information from the area. Your information stations, KRJB, KRJM, and KKCQ Radio, and rjbroadcasting.com. Local voices from local radio.
In the EDC Girls Basketball Tournament from the Shack, Grand Forks Red River, and alongside Fargo Shanley picking up wins as Red River just defeated West Fargo Cheyenne minutes ago. Shanley able to defeat North. The championship in the girls' side will feature Horace and Davies. That one just about to tip as Kaya Hurst hits the free throw line, hits the first. Hurst now with 5. Free throw opportunity number 2 here to try to get it back to 10 points, and this one rattles out no good. A rebound here will be for Nielsen, and the Tommies will pick up a little full court pressure defense. Poitras with the basketball as this one handles it between the circles. Poitras left of the key, gives this one to Greta. Greta back to Dakota. Dakota sees it and directs traffic. Good to see Poitras back in there after getting the wind knocked out of her just a couple minutes ago. Sky Nielsen, right wing, bounce pass inside Burchell. Burchell goes over the double, and there's a foul on Jalen Obdam. Obdam's going to pick up the foul, her third and the team's first here, as we'll see 2 free throws upcoming as Sage came to try to double, but as she swiped, Burchell got around her as Katie heads to the free throw line to shoot 2. 12 points in the game for Burchell and keep it at 12 as she misses the free throw. Now 4 of 5 from the stripe. 4:57 to play in the third quarter. Burchell, free throw attempt number 2 is good. Burchell's got 13. The Highliners in control, up by 12. Thompson looking for a shot in the arm of some sort here. Kaya Hurst says they're going to hedge out here on the pick and rolls. Thompson will go to the right wing to Calling. Calling will see this one here now to Sage. Sage guarded by Greta Govan. Shot clock to 20 seconds. Bounce pass to Tozer. Tozer at the left wing to Sage. Sage will see this one here at the left wing. Teardropper off the backboard. Can't get it. Rebound to Dakota Poitras. Poitras will see this here. She crosses the timeline, crossing over left to right, handles it at the right wing. Poitras trying to get by Hurst. Will take a couple of dribbles, spin. Poitras bounce pass now to Govan, up top to Anderson. Reverse it now to Nielsen. Nielsen taking a couple hard dribbles. Here comes the help, and Sage commits the foul. Sage will pick up her second, team second. She was going to shoot the lane and picks up the foul there. Got enough for the wrist on Nielsen, and a fresh 35 on the shot clock here for the Highliners. Greta Govan on the inbounds, gives it now to the right baseline to Anderson as it goes to Nielsen at the right wing. Jumper from 15 is up and in. Nielsen in double digits with 11. 38-24 Valley City. Obdam at the right wing now for Thompson. Obdam sees this one here to Tozer, able to skip it to Calling. Calling at the left wing, driving kick to Hurst. Hurst on the baseline, back to Calling. Left wing 3 on the way for Claire. Will rattle out, no good. Rebound, Hurst, put back off the window, can't go. And it's a loose ball. Burchell rips it through and sees this one down to Poitras. Thompson with some decent looks there, but even on the putback by Hurst, it was contested. As the ball will go right-handed side to Greta Govan, now to Nielsen. Top of the key, 3 is up and in. Sky Nielsen now with 14 points. The Highliners are separating at 41-24 with 3:30 left to play in the third. Ball goes to Calling, left pocket 3 for Claire. That'll be off the iron, no good. A rebound here for Poitras. Poitras will utilize this one in the front court. Crossing over left to right, gets to the paint. What a move by Dakota. Off the window, good for 2. Poitras has 4 and a timeout for Jason Brand. What a crossover by Poitras, and the Highliner faithful are on their feet. 3:12 left to play in the third on the Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard. Highliners lead it by 19.
In Hope, North Dakota, we aren't just a town, we're a community, one that you can be proud of. where you and your family can grow. With available jobs, affordable housing, a golf course and pool, the Sportsman Club, and great educational opportunities. There hasn't been a better time to join the Hope community, ideally located between Fargo, Grand Forks, and Jamestown. For more information, go to www.hopend.com. Live, work, and play in Hope, North Dakota.
Timeouts on the floor brought to you in part by Bank North. Bank North has been a trusted financial partner for generations. Go to banknorth.bank. Nothing against banknorth.bank. Member FDIC. Equal housing lenders. See what values-based banking can do for you at Bank North. 43-24 right now as Thompson has just one field goal and 3 points here in the quarter compared to the Highlanders having 12 points so far here 5 minutes into the third. Schwab taking the screen, leaves it now to Sage at the right wing. Sage drive kick to Hurst, and Greta Govan with those hands gets another steal. Govan has been a defensive machine here for the Highlanders. She's got 5 assists and now 2 steals in this contest. Sky Nielsen going to drive to the baseline, and this one is going to be a block shot, and Nielsen will head to the line, and getting a little bit of the elbow there is Andy Schwab into the chin area. Schwab will pick up the foul. That'll be Andy Schwab's second, the team's 4th of the quarter, and we will see free throw opportunities on the way after the media timeout. 2:44 left to play.
Goose River Bank is here for the communities we serve, building relationships that last a lifetime, serving the strong Red River Valley and beyond. We are your neighbors, friends, and family, committed to providing everything from everyday personal banking to loans for your farm or business. Visit one of our locations in Mayville, Hillsboro, or Hatton, or reach out and we'll happily come to you, because it's the neighborly thing to do. Goose River Bank, strong communities.
Well, sometimes you just got to tip your cap, and if this continues, there's still time remaining, over 10 minutes left to play, but if this continues, give a tip of the cap to the Greta Govans, give a tip of the cap to the Potrats, the Kokas of the world, as they have shut down Sage and Hurst here for the Valley City Highlanders. Edison Sage and Kaya Hurst in 2 games here at the state tournament coming into the championship at 37 for Hurst and 47 for Sage in those 2 respective games, and they combined to hit 14 3-pointers between those, the dynamic duo, so to speak. They have yet to hit a 3-pointer tonight. Sage has 4 and Hurst has 5. That, quite frankly, has been the difference as Nielsen misses the free throw opportunity. Now both Hurst and Sage can get going in a hurry, but right now the Highlanders are running them off the 3-point line into help inside the paint. Free throw opportunity number 2 here for Sky is up, and this one will miss off the mark, no good. Thompson corrals a loose ball here for Calling. Calling crossing the timeline now as she handles it left of the key, gives it to Schwab. Schwab will see this now to Hurst. Hurst guarded by Govan, gives this one to Calling. Calling ankle cross right to left and a reach and foul here on Valley City. Will be the Highlanders' second of the quarter, as the foul will be coming across here on Dakota Potrats. It'll be her 3rd, team 2nd. Kaya Hurst will inbound the basketball. Baseline out of bounds left. Gives this one to Calling. Coming through the screen is Sage on the elevator, top of the key, and a reach and foul here on Sky Nielsen. That'll be her 2nd, team's 3rd. Nice drawn up inbound play here for Thompson, but we're seeing what Valley City's doing. They're hedging, and they're hedging hard on the picks or even on screens, trying to make sure that Thompson does not get a free look, at least get around him and be contested. Kaya Hurst at the free throw line. Jumper from 14 is up and in. Hurst got 7. The Tommies are back within 17. Potrats will cross the timeline now for the Highlanders, working with it left to right. Right-handed side to Greta Govan, back to Potrats. Potrats here, the free throw line comes in, and that'll be a traveling violation. Here comes the help. Potrats, little 1-2 step with the pivot, and then a turnover here for the Highlanders. That'll be their 9th of the contest. 2 minutes remaining here in the 3rd quarter. Can the Tommies put a little run together before the 4th? They got to score. They got to stop. Calling on the interior to Olsen. Olsen on the baseline throws it up. No good. Rebound, though, to Greta Govan. And Greta Govan will slow it up as she gives it to Potrats. Potrats look behind her to make sure that there is no one coming back as the Tommies will be in a little zone. Ball goes left wing. Anderson will rise, shoot. This one swirls out. No rebound. Nielsen put back up and in. Sky Nielsen with 9 in the quarter here for the Highlanders. And in this contest, she's got 16 in the game. And the ball goes out of bounds after driving to the paint. There was Andy Schwab. but it's been consistent from the opening quarter to where we are now. Every time Thompson seems to potentially get a little run going, the Highlanders are going to stop or they get a made field goal. Sage on the inbounds, top of the key. Sage here will see it. Right of the key, three on the way for Addie's up and in. They didn't hedge, and Addie says thank you very much. Three-pointer here for Sage. Her first of the contest. She's got 7 in the tournament. Ball goes to Anderson now. Anderson ball fake, free throw line to Burchell. Bounce pass now to Anderson. Back to Burchell here. Burchell spins on the interior. Now to Sky. Nielsen with a jab step. Gives up top to Potratz. Potratz here back to the baseline to Nielsen. Nielsen will see it up and over on the skip to Anderson. Anderson, couple hard dribbles. Bounce pass to Burchell from the right block. Off the window. Rattling out rebound. Anderson left-handed shot. No. And we'll see a foul here by Burchell. Kaya Hurst had the position. Burchell will pick the foul on the loose ball, her first and the team's fourth. As Olsen will check out, as Ogden will check in here. As we'll see the Thompson Tommies now inbounding the basketball. Thompson 3 of 9 from the floor here in the third quarter, while Valley City is 6 of 12. They'll handle it now for Thompson with Sage. Sage with the basketball guarded by Potratz. Left-handed side as coming through will be Nielsen. Nielsen trying to pull over Hurst to get through the screen, and Sky will pick up the foul as Nielsen will pick up her third. That'll be the team's fifth, and 2 free throws here for Kaya Hurst. So all of a sudden for Valley City, got 3 fouls on Potratz and 3 fouls on Nielsen here. Free throw opportunity for Hurst. The first of 2 on the way for Kaya is up and good. Tommies down by 15 here, 42.8 seconds to play in quarter number 3. Hurst, free throw attempt number 2 is up and in as well. Tommies cut that deficit down to 14, little full court pressure defense as Anderson will see this up the far sideline. Anderson gives it back to Potratz now as Potratz will utilize it between the circles. Right wing to Greta Govan. Gives it back up top to Dakota. Dakota at the high post to Burchell. Burchell bounce pass to Anderson. Left wing 3 on the way for Maddie is good. Anderson with her third three-pointer of the contest. She has 9, and it's 48-31. As Sage calls out the offense here, 14 seconds remaining in the third quarter. Sage now with 10, looking for the ball screen by Tozer. Sage with 7. Here comes the ball screen. Sage at the left wing. Drive, slip, left and a layup off the backboard. No. Rebound gets tipped on the hands of Govan, and that's how we'll end this third quarter of play. Good three-pointer by Anderson to hit that one late in the quarter for the Highlanders as they lead it by 17 as we head to quarter number 4 in the State A Girls Basketball Championship.
Jacobson Red Angus Annual Bull Sale Thursday, March 20th at the ranch near Hitterdall, Minnesota. 75 Red Angus bulls plus 20 elite hand-picked registered heifers. Same reliable program, new exciting genetics, producing Red Angus genetics with sustainability for over 26 years. Request a catalog today. Call Gary Jacobson 701-361-3189 or Facebook Jacobson Red Angus. The sale broadcast on DV Auction. Jacobson Red Angus Annual Bull Sale Thursday, March 20th, 1 p.m.
Treat yourself to a great career at American Crystal Sugar Company. Team up with quality people making quality products. Full-time and year-round in a stable business. With great pay and benefits including time off available from day one. American Crystal Sugar Company invests in you to promote your continued growth and career advancement. Grow your career doing your best work within the world's best beet sugar company. Apply online today at AmericanCrystalCareers.com.
On the Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard, sharing their heritage and their future with locations in North Dakota. Go to dhb.bank. 48-31 Valley City. A reminder still to come later tonight here inside the Mounted State Dome. It'll be the Senior Athlete of the Year from Region 1 Northern Cass of Hayden Crockett. Also, Scout Woods of the Wahpeton Huskies. Region 2, Eden Hornet from Carrington. Region 3 is Kyra Beckman from Botno and Macy Smith of Hazen out of Region 4. Coach of the Year award finalist Sam Brandt out of Region 1 of Kindred. Andy Broughton of Carrington out of Region 2. Tanner Mosier of Region 3 from South Prairie Max. And Patty Mostert from the Hazen Bison. So we'll get to those awards as well a little bit later on here in the postgame. Ball will go up top. Hurst right wing to Calling. Calling gives this one now to Sage. Sage left of the key, taking the ball screen here as Valley City looking to switch. Sage drive kick. Hurst left pocket 3 on the way. That'll go short. Rebound here for the Highlanders. That'll go to Burchell. Burchell with the basketball now to Anderson. Anderson will utilize it to the left of the key as she gives the ball right back. Valley City will see this now to Potratz. Potratz to the right wing to Govan. Govan on the pass, high post to Burchell. Hard drive to the paint, off the window for two. Katie Burchell with 15 in the contest, and the Highlanders lead it by 19. Calling in the front court now to Tozer. Tozer left wing three on the way in transition. No good. Rebound going to get tipped out, and Burchell will come away with it. Burchell will see this up the near sideline now to Anderson. Anderson with 7 minutes left to play in the fourth quarter, and now all of a sudden up by 19 points. We'll see how deliberate the Highlanders will be to try to close out this championship. Ball will go left wing. Potratz skip near sideline to Anderson. Anderson on the interior to Burchell. Burchell with the step through, gives it up top. That'll go Potratz. Potratz inside the paint, gets fouled, and Dakota will head to the line. Potratz 4 points in the game, 5 and 9 from the free throw line. 2 free throws upcoming. Foul will be on Kaya Hurst. Hurst second, team's first in the fourth quarter. Free throw attempt on the way for Potratz is up and in. Potratz with 5 points here as the Highlanders lead at 51-31. The least amount of points this season for Thompson is 40 against South Prairie Max at the Mounted Auditorium back on December the 7th. Second free throw attempt is good as well. Highlanders 6 minutes and 42 seconds away from their first state championship unless Thompson has a run in them. Tozer will see this right of the key, guarded there by Nielsen. Tozer gives it now to Sage. Sage at the right wing, taking a couple of dribbles. Drive kick, open, Calling left pocket three for Claire will rattle in. As Calling hits the three-pointer, she's got 7. Thompson down by 19. Make that 18, excuse me. Ball goes right-handed side to Anderson. Anderson here at the wing, spins, gives it to Potratz. Potratz taking a couple hard dribbles inside the paint. Inside, the floater is up and good. 8 points on the way for Potratz. It's 54-34 as this pass to Sage gets thrown out of bounds. And a turnover here for Thompson. And Jason Brand wants to take a timeout on the floor. 6:03 left to play in the fourth quarter. Highlanders lead by 20. And it's a State A championship on your liveevent.com.
Halstead Telephone Company delivers fast broadband internet, telephone, and cable TV to residents in this region, including Halstead, Shelley, Neilsville, Climax, Fisher, Bigland, Gentilly in Minnesota, and Hillsborough, Caledonia, Gardner, and Argosville, North Dakota. Serving the area residents since 1904, Halstead Telephone continues to create a bright future for this region using 100% fiber optic technology. Service plans offer flexibility and choices, and there's local support personnel ready to help. Contact Halstead Telephone Company today.
What's going on today?
I've got a planter in the shop, and I had the guys from Agassiz Precision Ag come over and do an inspection.
You upgrading systems or working on maintenance?
Both, actually. We walked some fields last summer and found areas where we can improve. So we are installing Delta Force and some new opening discs.
I bet we're in the same boat. I should give them a call.
Yep, they'll come out and look over the planter with you and put a plan together. They are the guys I go to for answers.
Agassiz Precision Ag, your local precision planting dealer. Call 701-636-2119 or planterdoc.com.
54-34, Highlanders lead over the Thompson Tommies here today on your liveevent.com. 6:03 left to play. Timeout for head coach Jason Brand. He'll have one remaining here for the Thompson Tommies as Thompson will pick up full court pressure defense. As they get the ball inbounds, does Valley City with Greta Govan. Spilling is calling as this one will go to Anderson. Here comes the trap as this one goes to Potratz. Potratz at the left block, sees this one, and there's a block shot. But they'll call a foul on Ovdam here as Thompson has to chase the game. Ovdam's going to pick up the foul. That'll be her fourth, the team's second, and 2 free throws here for Potratz. Potratz with 8 points in the contest. The lefty bends the knee, flick of the wrist, toss is up and off the mark. And for Thompson or any team in this particular situation, when you're trailing, you're going to have to get in the passing lanes, which means the back door could be open on a cut here for Valley City. Free throw attempt number 2 is up and in. Make it a 21-point lead. Thompson held briefly early on in the first quarter, tied at 5, and then after that, after the Valley City tied it up at 5 apiece, it's been all Highlanders with the lead. Calling to the paint, right-handed scoop shot, no. Rebound comes down to Anderson as this one goes in the hands of Burchell. Burchell gives it to Anderson now. Anderson sees a double team, back to Burchell. Burchell at the high post, going to drive, kick to Nielsen, extra fine to Anderson, left wing, rising, shooting and scoring. Anderson now with 12. That's her second made triple of the game. It's 58-34 Valley City. Sage, other side, left-handed layup. That's going to go long. Rebound will be won here by Potratz. Potratz sees up the floor to Burchell, but Sage is able to get away with a steal. Sage will see it here at the left wing. Sage, open jumper from the left wing is up and in. Sage and triple make that double digits with the triple. It's now 58-37 under 5 minutes to play in the fourth. Potratz, bounce pass right-handed side, Burchell. Burchell off the window, good for 2. Burchell has 17. The Highlanders now with 60. Ball will go left-handed side. Tozer, left wing is up and in. Tozer has 9. The Tommies have hit 3 threes in the quarter. They're back within 20. Potratz with it. Gives this one now to Nielsen, left wing to Anderson. Anderson at the left wing on the interior to Nielsen. Nielsen sees this block shot there by Tozer with 4:26 left here in quarter number 4. Tommy's in the second half shooting 6 of 17 from the floor. While Valley City is 11 of 18 from the floor in the second half. Highlanders 8 of 16 from beyond the arc in the contest. Ball's going to get deflected out of bounds, and it will stay Highliner basketball. Thompson not shooting poorly either from beyond the arc. They're 7 of 15, but then you take those 15 attempts and those 7 makes away. They're 6 of 25 inside the paint. That's been the difference maker. Potratz skips it left and inside to Govan. Now this one goes to Anderson. Back to the near sideline. High post touch. That'll go Burchell. Burchell trying to split a double team up off the window. Good for 2. Is Burchell now with 19 in the game. Tozer left of the key. Leaves it left and inside to Sage. Sage dribble pullback. 3 on the way. That'll go short. Rebound here to Valley City. As Potratz fires it up the floor. This one goes to Govan. Govan sees this at the right baseline now here for Valley City. Bounce passes. This one will go to Potratz. Potratz handling it here to the high post as Burchell to the left. Block up and up the window for 2. Burchell, 21 in the contest. Highliners lead it now 64-40. Ball will go right wing with Sage. Under 3.5 minutes to play. Sage will shoot a 3-pointer from the right wing. No, rebound out of bounds, and it will be Highliner basketball. As Schwab will make a substitution into the game here for the Thompson Tommies. As count checking out here will be Claire Calling. Highliners will inbound it as they will see this one with Sky Nielsen. Now to Potratz. Potratz with the basketball up the floor to Greta Govan. Govan will see this. Schwab is there on the cover as this will be on the deck. Loose ball. The arrow will favor the Highliners. And the Valley City Highlanders 3 minutes and 13 seconds from winning their first state championship in program history for head coach Jimmy Howard. That'll be his 101st career win if they can hold this one off, as the foul will be on the floor, as that has been a tall order for anybody here tonight, as Omdom going to pick up the foul. That'll be the foul, the second, and Jalen Omdom will finish this game here for Thompson. 0-1 shooting from the floor, 1 rebound, 1 assist in 18 minutes of work. Again, that was just a tough guard for anybody trying to guard Burchell here in the tournament, as Burchell could very well be your tournament MVP. 21 points here in this contest. There's a steal on the tip by Sage to Tozer. Sage in transition, spot up 3-pointer. That'll go long. Rebound here for Greta Govan. Now it's going to go to Nielsen. Ball's on the deck. Nielsen sees this to Anderson. Anderson up the floor to Burchell. Burchell uses dribble off the left hand, collects herself, and finishes for 2. Burchell now with 23. Tommy's other side, right-handed layup is Hurst. Will head to the free throw line. As you'll see, 2 free throws here for Kaya Hurst as she will head to the stripe with 2:42 left to play in the fourth quarter. It's Valley City 66, Thompson 40 on your liveevent.com.
Farming today doesn't always feel the same way it used to. Then again, some of it feels all the same. Maybe it isn't so much the jobs that changed, but how they get done. Now that's a different story. Everything got bigger and smaller at the same time. Insurance, accounting, and taxes can get complicated, so you need someone who's looking to keep every dollar possible in your pocket. Ag Country.
66-40 here as the Valley City Highlanders lead it over the Thompson Tommies on your liveevent.com. 2:42 left to play in quarter number 4. Still to come, we'll get to the old tournament team. We'll take a look at the final numbers in this one, and then some postseason awards with the Coach of the Year, Senior Athlete of the Year here in Division A of the state tournament. Next year, this tournament will be in Jamestown in the Buffalo City after back-to-back years being in Minot. This weekend in Fargo, you'll see the state AA girls and boys basketball tournaments at the Dome. That'll begin on Thursday. And then you'll see it at the Shack and the Dome, respectively, on the first 2 days, on Thursday, Friday. Then on Saturday, everything goes to the Fargo Dome for AA, as the boys state qualifiers will be Saturday at the Shack. Hurst hits the free throw attempt. She's in double digits now with 10. Free throw attempt number 2 upcoming here for Hurst. So it'll be a busy time if you're a basketball fan. Make your way to the Shack, to the Dome, upcoming Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. Free throw attempt number 2 is up and in. The State A Boys tournament will be at the Bismarck Event Center here in 12 days. Burchell, backcourt, gives it to Potratz. Potratz here at the free throw line. Potratz up and over on the pass now to Anderson. Maddie here at the left wing, taking a couple of dribbles. Bounce pass to Greta Govan. It's on the deck. Govan leaves it right-handed side to Nielsen. Now to the baseline here to Potratz. Potratz is going to drive on the baseline with the reversal shot. No. Rebound going to be won here by Olsen. Then a foul here for Katie. Burchell will pick up the foul. That'll be her second, team's first, with 2:17 to play in the fourth quarter. As you'll see, the Tommies inbounding it here on the baseline with Kaya Hurst. Most points that Thompson has given up this season is 69 at Devil's Lake back on January the 24th. Sage with it. Bounce pass to the left, and inside. This one goes to Hurst. As the ball will go to the right wing, Sage on the interior to Olsen. Olsen with it, back to the top of the key as they give it to Tozer. Tozer sees this, back to Colleen, left of the key. 3 on the way for Claire, swirling out. Rebound here will be Thompson basketball. Well, the Tommies, they will see this on the inbounds here, as they will handle it for Thompson with Kaya Hurst on the baseline, out of bounds left. Hurst with a ball fake, looking to get it in bounds, does to Tozer. Tozer with it on the skip pass, right-handed side to Colling. Colling gets by Anderson to the paint, high off the window, good for 2. Claire Colling now with 9, and it's back to a 66-44 deficit here for Thompson, but time is, quite frankly, running out here on the Tommies with 1 minute and 40 seconds to play as Potratz hits the deck with Colling. Ball will be out of play, and a turnover here on the Valley City Highlanders. As Thompson and Jason Brent going to unload the bench. This will be the final time. We'll see Jordan Tozer, a senior, and Jalen Obdam, a senior, here for the Thompson Tommies, with a couple of embraces here for Thompson with their coaching staff. A round of applause from the Tommy faithful on their feet, as they will bring 5 new players in, and the realization of a combination of the season will come up just a bit short, as the Highlanders will make a substitution, as well as Bailey LaRue, the 5'11 senior, will be coming in, as Sky Nielsen will be checking out with 1:35 left to play here in the fourth quarter. 66-44. Thompson will see this in the front court. Andy Schwab to the left-handed side. That one will go now to Schwabe as they give it right wing, looking for Marcella Stevens. Sella, and a turnover here on Thompson. Tommies will have their 9th turnover, as they'll make another substitution, as Nyla Goulet, the 5'5 junior, will get in for the Valley City Highlanders. Potratz will check out. Valley City will bring Freeze on, the 5'9 freshman. Anderson will check out of this game. Kinsley Glant, the 5'6 freshman, will check in. And for the Highlanders, Kaylee Nielsen, the 5'10 junior, will check into this game, as Greta Govan, a senior, will check out here for Valley City. Seniors again for the Highlanders of Greta Govan, and alongside with Bailey LaRue, they are bringing back the core of this team next season, and quite frankly, they're going to be a dangerous club next season as well. Ball here for the Thompson Tommies after the miss here by the Highlanders. 70 seconds left to play in the fourth quarter, 66-44. Devils like the champs a season ago, and now it'll be Valley City, the champs, here 2 years later. Ball goes right wing to Stevens, back up top now to Nyla Goulet, as the Tommies will handle it right to left in the cross to Oser, and it's going to be a loose ball, and the Highlanders will come away with it on the steal. Nielsen will see it now. That is going to be Kaylee as she leaves it right wing to the right baseline. Ball fake on the way for Freeze. Right of the key to Glant. Glant will see this high up and off the window here for Valley City. No good by Nielsen, but a rebound will be on the deck, and LaRue saves it before it goes out of bounds as she gives it to Freeze. Freeze here on the right of the block, and will have a foul here on Thompson. Thompson will get tabbed with the foul. Nora Goulet will pick up her first. That'll be the team's fourth and 2 free throws here for the Highliners. Nielsen to the stripe, Valley City. 8 of 12 from the free throw line here in the contest. Free throw is up and off the iron. Free throw attempt number 2 will be coming in as Trembeth will check in here for Thompson. Valley City will bring in Rylan Johnson here, a 5'10 junior. Also checking in the game will be Nora Peterson, a 5'10 sophomore. Is Jimmy Howard trying to make sure that everybody gets an opportunity to play in this championship. As the same for Jason Brent here for the Tommies. Free throw is up and good. As the free throw attempt is up here for the Highliners as they now lead it 67-44. Thompson between the circles here to Schwabe to the left-handed side. That'll go now to Goulet. That's Nora. Bounce pass right wing to Stevens. Back up top between the circles to Oster. Oster will see this back to the top of the key. That'll go to Stevens to the right wing here for Thompson. As that one will be with Schwabe. Schwabe to the left-handed side to Stevens as they work it around the horn. 5 seconds says Calling with the basketball inside the paint, off the mark, no good. The Highlanders get the rebound, and for the first time in program history, the Valley City Highlanders are the champs in girls basketball. A 19-point quarter here for the Highlanders. Thompson with 13 points. The Highlanders will finish off the season on a 16-game winning streak as they are your champs here in the North Dakota Division A State Girls Basketball Tournament with a 67-44 win here for the Valley City Highlanders over the Thompson Tommies. Coming up on the post-game show, we'll get to our all-tournament team. We'll get to the final stat line here in this one as we get you now to our Enbridge Energy Player of the Game. Go to Enbridge.com for our career opportunities. Another double-double here for Katie Burchell, who quite frankly is just going to be a menace for the next couple of seasons. The sophomore finished with 23 points on 9 of 14 shooting from the floor, with 10 rebounds as well. Here for Katie Burchell on 9 of 14 shooting from the floor. In this tournament, Katie Burchell would finish here in this one with 47 points and 36 rebounds here for the Valley City Highlanders. She is our Enbridge Energy Player of the Game. From there, we get to our Agassiz Precision Egg Play of the Contest, and that was the holding of both Sange and alongside with Kaya Hurst in check. They combined for 21 points, but they did that on 6 of 20 shooting from the floor. Give kudos for our Agassiz Precision Egg Play of the Game to a Coca, to a Greta Govin and company here guarding those two and making it just quite frankly difficult in this contest. 67-44, Valley City picks up the win. Our Agassiz Precision Egg Play of the Game is the defense on Hurst and Sage here in this one. We go from there now to our Halstead Telephone Company post-game connection. Halstead Tel, it's how to connect. Go to Halstead Telephone Company's website at halsteadtel.com. Again, it's halsteadtel.com, and the three-point connection here for Maddie Anderson. She goes 4 of 7 from the three-point line, 12 points, 6 rebounds. Anderson and her main three-pointers is our Halstead Telephone Company post-game connection. Go to Halstead Tel, again, website halsteadtel.com. Final numbers look like this. Thompson goes 14 of 46 shooting from the floor, 7 of 19 from the three-point line. 9 of 12 from the stripe. It's just 17 rebounds for the Tommies compared to Valley City's 41. 8 assists for Thompson and 10 turnovers for the Highlanders. 52% shooting from the floor, 25 of 48. 8 of 16 from the three-point line, 9 of 14 from the stripe. 41 rebounds, 13 assists, and 6 steals here for the Valley City Highlanders. Individually for the Valley City Highlanders, led by the 23 again by Burchell. 5 of 6 shooting from the floor. Burchell 23 points, 10 rebounds. 16 points, 6 rebounds for Sky Nielsen. Anderson with 12 points and 6 boards. We had 9 points, 2 rebounds for Dakota Potratz. 3 points on the way for Katie Coca. 3 points for Suffolk, and a point here for Freeze as well. As they're going over the individual awards here for the Thompson Tommies. Thompson led by the double digits of Kaya Hurst with 11 points and 2 rebounds. 10 points on the way for Addie Sage with 2 made threes. 9 points, 2 rebounds for Jordan Tozer. 9 points, 5 boards for Claire Calling. 4 points on the way for Abby Olson and 2 rebounds and a point here for Annie Schwab here for the Thompson Tommies. Final game again for Thompson with their couple of seniors of Jalen Omdam and alongside with Jordan Tozer here as Thompson will finish the season 22-6 on the year, while the Valley City Highlanders will finish the season 24-2 and hang a banner for the first time in program history here in girls basketball. As they go through the individual awards, as the Thompson Tommies are just about done with their individual awards, as Jason Brennow will collect the award for himself as a state runner-up. Second time in 3 years here for Thompson being a state runner-up here inside the Monmouth State Dome, falling short in overtime to Central Cass in Class B in 2023. For the Valley City Highlanders, here are the champs this season. Earlier here in the tournament, the 7th place match went to Turtle Mountain 62-53 over Rugby. 5th place went to Carrington 47-44 over Dickinson Trinity. South Prairie Max with a 64-46 win over Devils Lake. And the Valley City Highlanders put a bow on the tournament with a 67-44 win here as they are the champs after finishing 4th last season against Thompson. Thompson finished 3rd. They just reversed ordered everything this year. Last year, Devils Lake finished 1st. South Prairie Max finished 2nd. Thompson finished 3rd, and Valley City finished 4th. This year, Valley City finishes 1st. Thompson finishes 2nd. South Prairie Max finishes 3rd, and Devils Lake finishes 4th. Two teams that were in the EDC 2 seasons ago, and Devils Lake and Valley City win the 2 Division A girls basketball championships here in 2024 and 2025. And we'll find out what the State A has in store on the boys' side. Devils Lake will try to get back to Bismarck through Region 2 and defend their title, in which they lost to the Kinder Vikings last season at the Fargo Dome. We'll see if there could be a potential rematch, but still a lot of basketball to be played on the boys' basketball side as Jimmy Howard with his 101st career win here for the Valley City Highlanders. Able to come away on top here for Valley City as they will go through the Coaches Association. As Lisa Strand here for the Thompson Tommies, the volleyball head coach here for Thompson with the Senior Athlete of the Year award and the Coaches Athlete Year as well. As again, your Senior Athlete Year representatives from Region 1, it was coaches vote here again for Senior Athlete of the Year. Was a co-Region 1 of Hayden Crockett of Northern Cass, Scott Woods of Wahpeton, Region 2 Eden Hornet here from Carrington, Region 3 Kyra Beckman from Botno, and you also had Macy Smith here from Hazen. So again, these will be your Region 1 representatives, Region 2, Region 3, and Region 4 respectively here. As Eden Hornet will come out here for this one here for the Carrington Cardinals. And then we'll get to our Coach of the Year after that. Hayden Crockett's Club lost the last two games against the 2 state championship teams that contended here today in Valley City and Thompson, falling to Valley City in the Region 1 championship, then falling to Thompson in the state qualifier. Eden Hornet from the Region 2 Carrington Cardinals able to take 5th place here at the state tournament. Region 3 from Botno with Beckman came up just a little bit short of making it to state. And then here for Macy Smith of Hazen, also lost in a state qualifier. As they get to the Senior Athlete of the Year here in Division A, Hayden Crockett from Northern Cass is your Senior Athlete of the Year here in basketball, is voted on by the coaches. So Northern Cass again, Hayden Crockett is your Senior Athlete of the Year. Hayden Crockett going to be making her way to the University of Jamestown for collegiate basketball coming up in the fall. Join her sister in Hallie Crockett. So again, from Northern Cass, Hayden Crockett is your senior athlete. As we get to the Coach of the Year, now, and those four representatives: Sam Brandt of Kindred, Andy Broughton from Carrington, Tanner Mosier from South Prairie Max, and Patty Mossett from Hazen. This is as selected by the coaches. As Jem Brozart will be the Coach of the Year. So Jem Brozart will come on and be the Coach of the Year here for the Rugby Panthers, as she was also from Region 3. So Jem Brozart again will be your Coach of the Year, as they will go to the all-tournament team now for the 2025 North Dakota Division A Girls Basketball All-Tournament Team, as they have 12 players selected, and there will be a tournament MVP on top of that from the 12 players selected. Scotty Beck from South Prairie Max, Tylee Prodina from the Devils Lake Firebirds here, Presley Brown from the Devils Lake Firebirds, a second selection. Katie Burchell from the Valley City Highliners, part of the all-tournament team. Also from there, you'll have Elise Fonenstock here from rugby. Eden Hornet from the Carrington Cardinals. From there, Kaya Hurst from the Thompson Tommies. Able to be another Region 2 representative, as they have 4 already. Aubrey Janot from Turtle Mountain will be part of the selection process here on the all-tournament team. Sky Nielsen from the Valley City Highliners, able to come out. You have Riley Rutledge from South Prairie Max from the Royals here, able to be a second all-tournament team selection here from the Royals. Addison Sage here for the Thompson Tommies, part of the all-tournament team. And then from there, from the Dickinson Trendy Titans, Nevaeh Tormashi here from Trendy, part of the all-tournament team here this weekend. So again, Scotty Beck from South Prairie Max with Riley Rutledge as they get to the tournament MVP. As Katie Burchell is your tournament MVP from the Valley City Highliners, and apropos, she's right smack dab in the middle of everybody. So Scotty Beck from South Prairie Max with Riley Rutledge, Tylee Brodina of Devils Lake with Presley Brown, Katie Burchell of Valley City. You have Fonenstock here from rugby, Eden Hornet from Carrington with Kaya Hurst of Thompson with her teammate in Addie Sage, Aubrey Janot from Turtle Mountain, Riley Rutledge from South Prairie Max, Tramashi here from Dickinson Trendy, and your tournament MVP one more time is Katie Burchell from the Valley City Highliners. That again is your 2025 North Dakota All-Tournament State Team here on YourLiveEvents.com. As we'll take a quick break, and we'll put a ball on this one next here inside the Minot State Dome.
It's safe to say we have it pretty good in the Drayton, North Dakota area. Growing sugar beets, making sugar, bringing a little sweetness to the world. Every day, American Crystal Sugar produces sweet products people love in a place we love to call home. It's a thing we like to call the sweet life, and we're proud to share it with you. American Crystal Sugar's Drayton facility has recently started offering a $4 per hour shift differential for rotating shifts. Go to AmericanCrystalCareers.com for more information.
What does it mean to be locally owned and operated? For Cenex, it means everything. It means that we know if you take your coffee to go or if you like to stay a while. It means we've helped Little Leagues get jerseys and local festivals get funding. It means we know what our communities need. So you'll always leave Cenex with a full tank, full of snacks, or full of smiles. Or all of the above. And that means the world to us. Cenex, powered locally.
You would never buy a one-size-fits-all shirt, and you should never do so to protect your valuable assets. And we'll find you the right fit for your insurance policies.
Home insurance, auto insurance, commercial insurance, benefits insurance, crop insurance.
We have you covered from head to toe, underground to sky. Experience the difference with IRE. Get the insurance protection you want with the customer service you deserve.
As we come back here on our post-game shows, the teams are taking their photos in front of the respective benches here in this one. Tip of the cap to Jason Brand. The Thompson Tommies, always a very a classy program here, as they will finish 22-6 on the season. Thompson able to defeat Devils Lake in the semifinals. They were able to get to this respective state tournament via the state qualifier from Mayville State. It'll be the final time that the seniors of Jordan Tozer, and alongside with Jalen Ovdom here representing the Thompson Tommies here in this one, as Thompson is your state runner-up here in 2025 in Division A girls basketball, finishing one more time with a mark of 22-6 on the season, as they get some hugs, get some condolences across the way. And that's what makes this time of the year so heartbreaking. One team in complete happiness, while the other team, the realization just one game short of a state championship here for the Thompson Tommies. As you will see it now for the Valley City Highliners, as their respective teams are able to come on here and get ready for a state championship photo opportunity here for the Highliners, as they will come on here for Valley City and again finish with 16 consecutive wins for Valley City to close out the season. They go 24-2 on the year. This was their first state championship appearance since 1982, and the Highliners will be cutting down the nets here in the Magic City, bringing you their first state championship back in girls basketball here for the Valley City Highlanders. Katie Burchell is your tournament MVP for Valley City. Joining her on the all-tournament team is Sky Nielsen for the Highliners, while for the Thompson Tommies, you had Addie Sage from Thompson and also Kaya Hurst as part of the all-tournament teams here for the Thompson Tommies. Our coverage doesn't stop after this tournament. It just keeps on rolling as we get you ready for more high school basketball. That'll be on Monday. The Region 1 boys basketball tournament audio-only coverage gets underway at 4:30. Central Cass and Lisbon from the Shack. At 6 o'clock, it'll be Oak Grove and Wahpeton, and at 7:30, it'll be Northern Cass and Valley City. Then we'll get to the Region 2 boys basketball tournament from the Betty in Grand Forks. It'll be Grafton and Hillsborough Central Valley at 5:30, and then we'll get to Carrington and Four Winds Minnewacan on Monday as well in the quarterfinals. So that again will be our coverage of the Region 1 and Region 2 respective tournaments Monday and Tuesday, and alongside from there we will get you ready for the state's Region 1 tournament will be concluding on Wednesday from the Shack. The Region 2 tournament will be concluding on Thursday one more time on March the 13th. Thanks so much for tuning into our coverage here on YourLiveEvent.com, as the Valley City Highlanders are the champs here from the Mounted State Dome, while for the Thompson Tommies, a season that was definitely a memorable one, comes up just a bit short. Your Senior Athlete of the Year, one more time, Hayden Crockett from Northern Cass. Jem Brozart, the Coach of the Year here from the Rugby Panthers. Again, that does it for our post-game conversation here today from Minot. The Highlanders are the champs of the A Girls Division, and now we'll get to see after these 2 years what teams might have to move up, possibly a class to the EDC back to 2A. What teams from B will make their way to A. It will look a little different next season. Just as a heads up again, it'll look a little different next season with some of these teams having to move up with success factor points. We'll find out officially in April who's going to have to move up and who gets to stay. But again, the champs in A, Valley City, with a 23-point win over the Thompson Tommies. I'm Chase Miller. Thanks so much for tuning into our broadcast throughout the week. And make sure you join us for more high school basketball on Monday. And then as we get to the week, next week in Minnesota as well, for more section coverage of boys hoops on YourLiveEvent.com.